Hello and welcome to the Varsity Finals. Today we are happily watching the women's rugby, and will UCL recover from last year's defeat and secure the Varsity lead, which currently stands at 6-3 to UCL? Will this be the comeback of the century from Kings? Let's find out. Joining Raf and I in the commentary box today is Amina from KCL and Tilly from UCL.
You join us having watched UCL men's beat Kings men's yesterday in the hockey 6-1. Today you are joining us for the women's rugby, shortly followed by the men's rugby thereafter to finish off the Varsity series tomorrow. We will be watching men's and women's football. Amina, tell us a bit about KCL women's rugby. How has it been for this year?
Okay, so interestingly enough, this is a historic game. We've got 3 teams on the pitch today. So we've got 11 KCL players and 13 players from GKT, our medics team. So yeah, this is a really interesting game for us. Normally we're rivals, so it's been really interesting to see
the chemistry still be there?
You know what, I think it's only going to drive our girls to do better.
And Tilly, what's been going on with UCL women's rugby this year?
So this year we have a lot of freshers, so we have a lot of new girls who have been getting involved, who haven't actually played rugby before, so there's a lot of new faces out there. We've been doing lots of Zoom sessions over lockdown, watching some Six Nations matches together and trying to get everyone in the headspace with the older players, trying to sort of help out everyone and see.
Sorry, and Amina, if you could run us through quickly the Kings starting 15.
Okay, so we've got Ashlyn McCabe as our number 1, Eva Raducic as our number 2, Freya Vartan as our number 3, Uma Roy Prabhakaran as number 4, Sonia Panchenko as our 5, Noor Gaddo as our number 6, Sophie Rivet as our 7, Cecile Bigot as our 8, Aaron Aslan as our 9, Susanna Haivonen as our 10, Ronnie Ung as our 11, Hebe Tallis as our 12, Katerina Martinovic as our 13, Lucy Challenger as our 14, and Georgia Briggs as 15.
And Tilly, the UCL starting 15?
For our starting 15, we have Eli at number 1, Elan Kong at number 2, Sadie Adeli at number 3, Emma Sands number 4, Maddie Anderson at number 5, Nikki Gotto at number 6, Caitlin Snow number 7, Caden Morgan McGregor number 8, Skylar Smith at number 9, Megan Hollyman at number 10, Benita Stipp at number 11, Margot Foucault at number 12, Lily McGuire.
Kings try already! Kings dominating the ball early, getting straight to the UCL 5-yard line. UCL with no answer there, driving the ball hard, straight in on the left. Kings try.
Do you want to carry on with your starting 15?
We can just move
Yeah, great precise attack from Kings there. They really knew what they were doing. Great hands on the ball. Very proud.
Drop kick conversion is good from Kings. Happy what you've seen so far, Amina? Good start, the start you were dreaming of?
Pleased to say the least.
Tilly, surely nerves already rattled for you.
Nerves are rattled, but I'm sure the girls can bring it back swiftly.
Unfortunate start there for UCL.
It's anyone's game.
Only a minute in.
Anyone's game.
But it might be Kings.
Nah.
And of course a minute in, and Amina, who are we looking out for today on your team?
So I think some really strong players are Ashlyn McCabe. She did a great walkthrough of one of the UCL players. I'm not sure what her name was, but she looked like she took a bit of a hit. I'd also like to highlight Hebe Tallis. She is our number 12, our inside centre. She's been playing for 15 years. If you see her coming towards you, UCL girls, beware. I'm sure, all of our players are ones to watch. That's why you're watching them.
UCL kick the ball back off. Kings ball again. Kings running with it.
Noor Gaddo taking...
Strong run, head down. Straight over with the ruck.
So Ashlyn McCabe just walking through UCL there.
By the Kings prop, I believe.
Yeah, that's our prop.
That's a knock on already from Kings.
Girls.
UCL gets straight over the
Skylar
ball.
Smith straight on the ball.
UCL's number 8 now trying to make up some ground.
Might have
A
been
bit
a high
high,
tackle.
yeah, a bit high there. Come on, Sadie. We have now Sadie taking the ball. She's a 4th-year medic, been playing rugby for about 8 years now. One to watch. Now we have Eli. Again,
Good
been on the team for a long
Kings.
time.
Not conceding much ground to UCL early doors.
Maddie Anderson, it's her first match today, never played before.
UCL struggling to make ground early on, passing it down the line now.
Great defensive line from Kings here.
Ref giving a penalty to UCL.
So I'd just like to remind everyone that there are no scrums today, no mauls, so this is going to be a very quick game, 35-minute halves. It's going to be much more like sevens than a traditional rugby.
Why no scrums or mauls today?
COVID.
Yeah, COVID.
Oh.
It's a lot of face-to-face contact.
Is that for the men's as well?
Yeah, I believe so.
I believe so,
It'd be a bit
yeah.
sexist if it wasn't.
Be able to play rugby already with COVID restrictions. Surely a scrum wouldn't hurt.
It's a lot of prolonged face-to-face contact in a scrum, whereas when you're tackling, you sort of have to roll off very quickly. But you can take that up with the rugby union, rugby league. I don't know.
Kings defense still pressuring UCL well, keeping them close to the halfway line. That's a turnover already from UCL. Another turnover. Kings back with the ball. Early minutes. Tilly, you must not be happy with the performance so far.
I am still happy with the performance. I think considering they're all new to rugby, I think they're still putting up a fight. I think they still have their defensive line. I think they need to communicate a bit better, but I'm sure they'll get into the swing of it.
UCL, they're breaking down the ruck. Kings ball again. Crowd in strong voice so far. Obviously, strong run there by the Kings flanker. Brings out the ruck quickly. Trying to find the winger on the side. Good tackling from UCL to bring the ball down. And here come Kings back with the ball.
No, oh, don't rip it. Oh.
The Kings line is set up.
Great hands from Kings here.
Kings, she's
fantastic.
sidestepped one.
She's making a break for it. She's going to get that try.
She's getting through. Oh, and a beautiful tackle within 10 yards by UCL.
By
Kings
Benita.
back on the ruck. Kings taking the ball
Great
quickly out the
pressure from
ruck,
Kings
looking to
here.
pressure the UCL defense. Quick attacks, constant attacks. Back with the Kings prop. Beautiful tackle, still keeping them outside the 5-yard line. Line set up there.
Oh, that's it.
She releases.
Straight in.
Reese is the winger. Oh, she drops it right on the try line.
He's going to regret that later on tonight.
Nice pressure from UCL, able to fumble the ball.
Unfortunately there from the Kings winger, number 14.
That'll be our Lucy challenger.
Oh no.
I'm sure she'll make up for it later on in the game.
Unfortunate there for Kings to miss out on their second try of the game already.
Oh, I got a bottle of rosé from Aldi.
UCL back on the ball, well within their own half. Straight pressure from Kings, fumbled about by the UCL.
No, girls, kick it out.
Brought to ground.
No.
And it's kicked out for safety.
And caught by Alpha.
Oh, but she drops it as well.
Back to the other side. Oh, what's happened here?
So, Tilly, tell me a bit more about your rugby experience.
I have been playing rugby since I was 7.
Wow, so
Yeah,
a very
so-
accomplished player. So how come you're not playing today?
I displaced my AC joint with hairline fractures and a sprain.
I'm
the other
very
day at
sorry to hear it.
training, Yeah, which was a bit gutting to be honest. But
So how long have you been playing for UCL?
I'm in my first year, so I've actually not.
Oh,
it's
wow.
Just a fresh one.
Great run from Aaron Aslan.
Strong run from Kings number 8. Who's that, Amina?
That's our Cecile Bigot,
Yes,
captain of the
Captain
Kings
as well.
team.
Leading by example, surely. Oh, but UCL managed to get out of the ruck.
Nice, Caden!
A good steal there from Caden, was it?
Caden, yeah. Oh, Caden, yeah.
Kings with the ball on the 5-yard line. Amina confident with this?
I'm
Excited in,
extremely
looking for a
confident.
second
We've got
try?
some strong players at the front of our team.
I think UCL needs to play some more heads-up rugby as they have a lot of players to one side. And they're going to go straight
And
out
Kings getting their
score.
second try. Kings number 9, Amina.
Kings number 9 are Aaron Aslan, our little number 9. It's looking like UCL have forgotten the left side of the pitch. They seem to be dragging themselves
They
towards
do need
us.
Tilly, what do you think they're saying in the huddle over there?
They are probably saying, girls, we need to play some more heads-up rugby. We need to get in line. We need to
And
play man-on-man defence.
That's a second dropkick converted by Kings.
Converted by Hebe Tallis, our inside centre.
I think UCL just need to get into the groove of it. They need to get in the drift. They need to communicate more, look up, see what's in front of them, and play some heads-up rugby, girls.
Kings now leading 14-0 within the first few minutes of the game. Kings hopefully looking to make a comeback. Do you think the confidence is still there for them, Tilly?
I think they might have had their confidence knocked, but I think the returning players just need to help out and communicate more to the freshers and show them the ropes a bit better.
What you can't see is Tilly up here is in tears already. It's going to be a long game for her today.
Amina laughing openly in her face, showing no remorse.
I mean, one thing that I would say is that in games where I've played being on the starting losing side is that you get a lot more aggression. You really feel like you want to take the game back. So I'm hoping that UCL will come with a lot of more aggression, and we'll have a good game.
I think a lot of the girls just need to get more used to rugby in general, and I think this is a strong start considering most of the Kings players have all played previously and have a lot more experience than the UCL side.
Do you know how many freshers you have this year?
Kings looking open down on the right wing.
Georgia Briggs, our fullback, taking
She breaks open. She's been our defender.
Go on, Georgia!
Outpaces already.
Go on, Georgia!
Kings goes for their third try of the evening.
Third try within
And that is
15 minutes.
19-0 now to Kings already. Set up for their third conversion.
Brilliant try there.
Amina,
from
how does
Mel.
it feel now?
I'm ecstatic. I'm absolutely buzzing, Raf.
How do you feel watching that run? Unstoppable, she looked down the
Absolutely
right wing.
unstoppable. I'd just like to say a little bit about Georgia, who just made that run. She had never played rugby before she joined our team. She was a football girl, God forbid. And she
Saw the light, did she?
Yeah, she joined our team about 1.5 years ago, and she's been an absolute delight. A treasure for our team. We wouldn't be where we are without her. Clearly, as you can see. Tilly, how did that make you feel watching that?
That made me sad. But
Oh,
that
and she's
was
missed the third conversion. Sorry, Tilly, quickly to say the score currently stands at 19-0 to Kings.
Oh. That was Benita Strip on her tail there, who didn't make the diving tackle, but it is her first ever rugby match. So,
well done to her.
so she did run after her.
It can be very daunting to have a Briggs coming at you. She is known on our team as the G-Force. She runs with all the might.
Incredible speed she had down there on that run.
All the might of 15 players she has. So we're very proud to have her.
Any big impact players off the bench you're hoping to see come on?
Yes.
If you know them, of course.
Yes, no.
If not, just say it's fine.
So our president of the GKT women's team, Bethany Elder, she's always a pleasure to watch in the game. She likes to make it known when she's been tackled or made a tackle. I'm sure when she gets subbed on, you'll see what I mean.
Looking forward to it. Kings now back with the ball after their third try.
Caught by Hebe Taller. She's making a run for it. She has no fear
Head down,
of these UCL
strong
girls.
run, brought down at the eventually. Kings play straight over in the ruck. Scrum off. Oh! And what a hit that is from the Kings
Fantastic
prop.
handoff from Ashlyn McCabe there.
Beautiful. Head down, low hit, send the UC player onto the floor. Broke the tackle. Kings making ground slowly. Players behind the ball.
From what I've seen so far, Kings have got fantastic formation. They know where they're playing. They know where they want to go. And I think it's getting in.
It's helping, Tilly, based on the scoreline.
I think it will. I think you'll see. That's Caden on the ball, one of our returning players.
Some good ground there made finally by UCL. Yet to make it into the
Yeah.
20-yard line for
One
Kings.
of our strong players went in there. Skylar at scrum half, passing it out.
Oh, hands.
Well recovered by UCL there. Nearly a knock-on. Kept it alive. Scrum off back with the ball.
And of course, Chris has been nominated for Coach of the Year, as I believe.
Yeah, he has, and I think he really deserves it. He's always very He's very supportive of us. He's very caring. He's very
Am I right
good
in
with
saying
the new
he's the one with his
players.
hand on his head by the touch, by the sideline?
He is, yes. He does have his hands on his head on the try line. The sideline.
What do you think he's thinking right now after being
He's
19-0 down?
Probably just heartbroken that I hurt my shoulder and I'm not on the pitch, obviously.
Tilly,
but
UCL's key player, missing out, unfortunately.
So what position do you play normally, Tilly?
I usually play 7s, so I play prop hooker in 7s, but flanker in 15s.
Interesting. Thank you for that.
You're
Some
so
strong
welcome.
tackles now get from UCL.
Nice
stopping the
girls!
Kings. UCL's number 8 there, stopping the Kings player getting back into the UCL
How
half.
did that happen?
Kicks forward by the Kings.
Go
Ball
on,
being
Archie!
chased. Ball
Dive
chased by
on
the
it,
Kings
girls!
winner.
Ooh.
And Kings recover the kick. They have it on the left wing.
Dive on
Kings
that!
outside centre making
Go
a
on,
run.
Kat, she's taking it.
Rock over quickly!
Do you think they can hear you?
No. But always in spirit.
Tilly's showing the early frustration of the first few minutes of the game. Kings with the ball. Back with the Kings
Nice
prop.
tackle from our captain,
Ooh.
Megan.
Ashton again with another strong hit on the UCL player. Good offload by the Kings player to try and carry on the play.
Oh.
And UCL trying to get over the ball in the ruck. They've stolen the ball from the ruck.
Oh.
Beautiful
Nice.
steal from the UCL hooker
That
there.
was Caden.
Beautiful steal from Caden. Tries to pass it, misses the player. Still in play. UCL ball still.
Come on, girls. There's Eli, one of our returning players, taking it in there. Oh.
And I believe the referee is blown for a Kings penalty. Kings well inside the UCL half now. Not picked up early, the runner there by the UCL defenders, interestingly. Allowed space to run. Kings flanker now trying to break through the UCL. UCL got many bodies behind the ball. Not many out wide, unfortunately.
UCL are not seeing the overlap here, and I don't think they're communicating.
Kings lining up beautifully, trying to work it down towards the wing. And it's back with our try scorer, making up ground. She gets to the UCL 5-yard line. Ball, Kings plays over for the ruck. They'll be looking to us now. Oh, that's knocked forward by the Kings flanker, unfortunately, right on the UCL 5-yard line. Which is, Amina? We don't know. We'll get back to you on who Kings number 6 is.
That's Skylar taking our penalty there.
Just like to say there's been a slight change in the starting 15. Sonia Panchenko is our flanker, and I believe she has taken the position of Norgado, who has become our second row.
That was a nice kick from Lily, who's also one of our girls that has converted from football to rugby.
Another strong run by Kings. Get their head down. The Kings prop trying to make room.
I would like to commend the UCL girls for trying to get our prop down.
Took on
She
3
can-
defenders there, Amina. Do you think the ball will be running through her a lot tonight?
She can be very intimidating. I'll give her that.
Quick offload there by Kings, but she's met by a UCL defender. Kings playing a strong running game so far.
I think UCL just really need to take more care of the wings, as Kings have very good running lines.
By I believe the Kings prop. Met by strong reaction by the UCL men watching. And she's yellow carded, Amina, one of your key players. Yellow carded, sent off for us sometime.
Ashley McCabe.
For a
I
high
believe.
tackle, I believe, there by the Kings prop.
It's hard when you're that tall. Everything's a high tackle.
So down now we have
We have a
Caitlin, I
substitution coming on,
believe.
Tilly. Oh, just a water break.
I think they're just giving her some water. That's Caitlin Snow. She's our treasurer. Lovely, experienced. Final match, probably.
Kings briefly down to 14 men, but still 19 and up. Surely, Amina, you're not worried by that, given the lead?
Absolutely not worried. It does happen, unfortunately, in this game. I'd just like to not see it happen anymore. No more yellow cards.
Kings still off to a strong start. A water break whilst we See, who is it on the pitch, Tilly, there?
That's Caitlin Snow down, I believe.
Just,
I
I'm
can
sure,
see
checking
correctly.
Caitlin's all okay. And hopefully the rugby will resume shortly.
She's a very strong player, so I'm sure
Hoping
she'll
she'll
be okay.
bounce back, Tilly.
I hope she will bounce back, yeah.
There was so much security coming in.
Oh, that's actually not Caitlin, everyone. That is Nikki. Oopsie.
Men's
I'm
player on the
sure-
sideline in their suits getting ready for the game later. No sign yet of the Kings men's.
And Chris over there having harsh words with the referee. What do you reckon he's saying?
I reckon that, I'm not sure what he's saying to the referee, but I'm sure to the girls he's giving them some words of encouragement, telling them to communicate more and watch the wings and take some dive tackles and not be afraid of the ball and the players. I think especially when you're just starting rugby, it's a very scary thing to get past, but I think the girls I think they're doing a good job.
Ashlyn still off the pitch. UCL playing with a one-person advantage when we resume the game.
Hopefully they'll use that overlap and they'll run some nice lines.
Lines quite haven't been there for UCL, have they yet, Tilly?
They haven't. Well, they have been
Girls seem to be
defending most of the time, sadly.
Unfortunately, there's been a lot of off-the-ball play for UCL. We haven't quite been able to see what they can do with the ball.
They can do bits with the ball when they get it.
I'd like to see them do bits. I would like to see them do bits. I'd like to see also in your attacking line just a bit more of a deep approach.
I would also like to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe we've seen the UCL wingers touch the ball once yet. Shall we try and get them
And
to the ball sometime?
if the wingers did get the ball, they have some gas in them and they will be straight through. That's Benita and Artie on the wings.
Tell me a bit more about your wingers.
So they're both actually first-time rugby players, so this is both of their first matches, but neither of them are scared of the ball, and once they get it in their hands, they are through. So hopefully there'll be some more passing along the line in this
UCL
section.
resuming the ball. A high
Nice
kick
kick
there.
from Lily.
Fantastic catch from Hebe there.
Oh.
Caught by Kings inside centre. Kings on the halfway line. So that's knocked forward. Recovered by UCL.
It's UCL possession here.
UCL number 8.
They
She
look a bit
breaks through the
confused.
tackle.
There's
She breaks
no
through
attacking line there.
2 tackles broken there by the UCL number 8. No one supporting her, weirdly. UCL flanker breaks it down back onto the ruck.
That's our captain Megan on the ball. That's Margot now.
UCL trying to work it down the line, but the Kings defenders are meeting them every time. Barely any room to breathe so far.
That's Ellen on the ball right now. Again, one of our new players, first time playing rugby, has
Kings
been
get
ripped.
the ball, rip the ball.
Great defensive line from Kings, as we just seen there.
Oh.
What'll that be?
I mean, that's Kings penalty, UCL knock on.
I really can't tell.
I think surely two of our players are not in 9 shirts. Am I being a bit dyslexic?
Kings running, bodies behind the ball.
That's Uma Roy there.
Uma taking it by herself so far. And UCL get the ball.
Nice counter-ruck from Sadie.
She would have loved support behind the ball, but she went her by herself.
Yes!
And now UCL's second row trying to make some ground.
Come on, girls. Oh,
Quickly
nice
picked up out of the
Sadie.
ruck. No time to waste, trying to get back in the game. Obviously 19-0 down, unfortunately, at the start.
I think UCL now need to get the ball to their fast wingers and let them run it down the sides.
Yeah, it looks like UCL are scared here. They're crowding around the ball.
And the winger is nowhere near the wing. What is she doing in that close to the centre of the pitch?
Great tackle there from Kat.
UCL surely, Tilly, need to be really trying to keep those lines. The winger in the middle of the pitch, surely not what you want at this point.
It is her first match. Let's cut her some slack here. Come on now.
First match, varsity game. Big stage, big pressure, unfortunately.
It's very easy to get excited by the ball and want to flock to it. It's very, it's really tricky to try and stick to your positions, especially when you can see so much going on in front of you.
King's
UCL.
second row breaking again.
UCL needs to close down the space quicker and not give them the space to run. like our captain Megan just did there.
Kings getting the ball out the scrum well. Strong scrum, not being challenged much over in the ruck by the UCL. Is that a tactic today, do you think?
I can be completely honest and say
Beautiful
I don't quite
pass.
think it is a tactic. I think it might just be an accident, but
Sometimes it is worth knowing when not to approach the ruck, when you know you're not going to get it.
yes.
And there the Kings flanker making meters on the UCL defenders, breaking down the wall. But UCL get out of the ruck.
Whoa.
That came out of nowhere.
That did come out of nowhere, but
Bodies
what can you
flocking around
expect,
the ball
UCL,
again.
the legends?
UCL seems to have almost 3 players getting over the ruck every time.
Oh.
I'm not sure how worth it is to have 3 players going into the ruck every time when they're not stealing the ball.
I think for the newer players, they've sort of been drilled into that you go in when you see a ruck because they would rather too many than too little. And I think they also don't want to leave the new players in the ruck by themselves.
I see 2 dogs.
Do you not think that leaves gaps in the pitch for our attackers to get through?
That could potentially happen, yes.
I'd like to see how it works out because it's, obviously that's a really good tactic for getting strong rucks.
I think the turnovers that they have done have shown that.
Many turnovers from both teams so far, unfortunately, struggling to keep the ball from either side.
I think UCL are really starting to hold their own again now, and I think they're getting more into the flow of it. Oh.
The UCL fly half their team looking like she was calling a team huddle.
That is our captain Megan, who has a lot of rugby experience.
Unlike a majority of the rest of the UCL team.
Unlike
Unfortunately.
probably half the rest of the team. However, I think especially Maddie Anderson, who's the redhead, it's her first match today, and I don't think you would be able to tell with the way she's been playing.
Any words of encouragement you'd give to her, Tilly?
Be confident and always play like you are the best player on the pitch, because then you're not going to be scared of being tackled or tackling anyone else.
Sad you're not on the pitch today after watching this start? Not being able to add yourself?
Very, very sad to not be on the pitch today. There has been tears shed over the past few days leading up and the team sheets, but there's always next year.
Great break there from our captain.
And she's broken almost 3 tackles there. It takes 3 UCL defenders to bring her down. Offloads it quickly. No time for a ruck. Ruck made. Kings looking to carry on their charge.
As you can see here, great hands out
Spreading
to the wing.
the ball. Can she keep going?
Oh,
no, she's missed the
it's been
pass.
picked up.
That's Maddie Anderson there, new player again.
She kicks it backwards, interestingly.
Nice strategy from Kings there.
As I said, Georgia was previously a football player. She might have gotten confused.
That's Skylar now, our scrum half, about to take the penalty.
UCL back with the ball. Close to their 10-yard line.
That's Eli taking it in now. With
And
Emma,
the Kings
experienced
managed to
player.
steal out of the ruck. Hands straight
Great
over the
tackle
ball.
there.
Gave the
And back to the captain, Cecile Big O. She's walking
Number
through
8 running.
UCL.
But they get her down.
Kings interestingly stealing out of the ruck. UCL still not committing to any rucks. Not trying to steal the ball off Kings when it goes down to the ground.
UCL need to commit to their tackles more.
Yeah, I'd like
And
to
not
see.
be scared.
I'd like to see a few lower tackles from UCL there. Give us a bit of a challenge.
Cheeky.
Strong play here so far from Kings. Not giving the ball up much, passing it well. And most importantly, breaking a lot of UCL tackles. Did you think that was a weak point coming in today, Tilly?
Pardon?
Broken tackles?
I
It seems
think
Kings
that
players
was,
seem to be able to
yes.
run through defenders sometimes just when they want.
Oh,
It's out to the
great
winger.
Nice, Sadie.
She tries to offload it.
Oh,
Drops the ball. Kings still have it.
Nice, Caden.
struggling to get
Oh,
our
and she
down.
chucks one defender to the floor. Brings it
Vice
down.
Captain brings the strength of a lorry to the team.
Kings still managing to get girls over the ruck. Keep the ball. Here's our try scorer.
Nice.
Well
That's
brought down. Good
Sadie.
tackle by UCL.
Nice. Come on, Sadie.
Oh,
and
fantastic
she's
run by
broken 2
Cecilia
tackles.
Bigot there.
Gets brought down by the final tackle. Kings playing it back out the ruck, closing onto
That's
that 5
Emma
metre line.
Sands, one of our returning players. A lot of experience there.
Kings have 2 players.
space
Almost
on
an
the
interception by UCL.
Ah.
Kings winger there open, looking for the ball. Couldn't manage to offload it in time.
I think you can see the tiredness now on the pitch with the casual walking back to breakdowns.
Oh, and UCL get the ball out of the ruck. That's a turnover from Kings.
So, Raf, what do you think of the match so far?
I've been incredibly impressed by the Kings defence. They've managed to stop every run by the UCL. They haven't really let them into their half almost at all.
But
The
it looks
players
like it
been
might
good.
happen now.
But
It looks
now
like
we
it might happen
have a
now.
goal open.
Oh,
no. Oh,
she's
hurt.
fucking. No.
Oh, and I believe it was knocked on there in that fumble.
That was an amazing break from Lily, who is it's her first match today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's her first match
Another
today.
rookie.
Another
Lily.
rookie. Go Lily.
Yeah, that's great.
What about you, Amina? Proud of your girl so far?
I really, really am. I'm also proud of the Kings girls. I'd just like to mention that if I wobbly on the names, it's because I play for GKT, so I only know 13 of the players on the pitch today. But it's been really lovely to see how that rivalry has turned into friendship when we're against the UCL girls.
Tilly, the UCL defence is doing a little bit better since that last try, but still struggling to keep them outside their own half. You looking for constant improvement? Think it's going to keep getting better?
I do believe that it is just going to keep getting better from here. I think, again, once you start playing rugby and you get to know the game better, heads-up rugby comes into play and you get more confident. And I think confidence is such an important thing in
Kings
like a
out
sport
on
like
the
this.
wing.
Oh,
Oh,
yes!
the winger was free
3
on the
players
right.
to get her down.
Huge tackle there by UCL to stop the free winger getting the ball on the right. They try to break down the middle again.
You can really see all the UCL players going lower in their tackles. They're really, really
Brought
getting into
down.
the game now.
Kings are heavily loaded on the left-hand side, making good yards, breaking through the UCL defence. They try and work it down the line
Just
again.
in the space.
Oh, she
No.
dummies one player, sidesteps another.
Hands up. Oh.
Oh, that was beautiful play. Do Kings keep the ball?
Do you know, I can see
On the ref stop play there.
Sure.
it's looking like, I'm going to say a UCL.
Oh, I think the Kings boys might have arrived. Oh,
UCL ball
oh, go UCL.
by their just by their try line.
Do you think you two are biased towards UCL today?
I mean, we were coming into this with our purple shirts on, but since UCL have gone 19-0 down, I'm tempted to change sides.
That's rude.
And UCL will kick out on the side and line out coming.
That's our first line out of the game.
And Ashton from the yellow card, I believe, is coming back onto the pitch. Amira, that usually must be, that's going to fill you with a bit more confidence coming on.
Well, you know, my confidence hasn't faltered since she went off. She needed a little bit of a break, but it's great to see her back.
Yeah, fresh as legs on the pitch, isn't it? That's what you need, a bit of a fresh start.
Yeah, there are finishers. I mean, we're nowhere near finishing, but
Kings with the line out now.
Hopefully our line out will go to plan. I know the girls have been working on a lot over this past few weeks that I've been injured.
so who's your number 8?
That is a good question.
Beautiful line out routine
Fantastic
there by
possession
Kings.
by Kings there.
Won by the number 8, passing it down the line.
Great hands down.
And she breaks one tackle, gets tackled by the UCL's number 8 eventually. Bodies over the rock. And here's Ashton back on the pitch with her first touch back of the ball. Makes a few yards.
Ooh.
Come on, girls.
Kings lining up to the right, looking probably to switch the play. Running hard at the moment though.
UCL need to close these spaces down. Or steal the ball, like they just did.
Good force turnover there by UCL there. Back with the ball.
No.
So Tilly, how do you feel about the fact that we're not doing scrums or mauls? Do you think your team is stronger in a scrum than a line out?
I think we have more returners in the forwards than we do in the backs. So I do think scrummaging and mauls are probably one of our strongest suits.
So a sad moment for you then.
So definitely a sad moment for us when we found out that they were not allowed. Definitely, yes.
But they can tire you out and slow the game down. It's nice to have quite a quick game.
That's a knock on by UCL. And Kings pick up straight away, start running to the try line.
Quick pickup from Kings is ideal in this
Pass out to the left
situation,
to
so close to
Ashlyn.
the try line.
Makes it into the
And
5-yard line.
Making yards. Making meters.
Passing down to the right. Good line there by Kings. But it's even closer to the try line. Surely it's now pick up, head down and run. She tries to get to it as she gets another try.
Fantastic from Nurgado there.
24-0 now to Kings. Amina, how is the feeling now? Surely the game's already wrapped up. Is it too soon to say?
Ecstasy times 10.
Ecstasy times 10. Not recommended on campus. Tilly, surely now the head is properly in your hands.
I am still proud of all of them. I think they are still putting up a fight. Again, just considering the experience on both the sides, I think they're putting up the best fight they can.
Kings converting the ball well there. 3 out of 4 conversions. Score now up to 26-0. Comfortable lead for the Kings women.
It's anyone's game.
Yeah, 26-0 now to Kings women. Fantastic start for Kings women. And there is a goose on the pitch. And I think
She's our 16th player.
Kings fly half sorting out the goose.
Don't think Kings need any more help, to be honest. Play
Kings
for us, Goose, please.
Kings fly half, they're doing a fantastic job of chasing the goose.
Wow, a team of many talents.
A great exhibition of our intimidation skills there, I think.
Yes.
UCL back with the ball after conceding their 4th try of the evening. Surely coming up to half time soon.
Nice tackle from Megan, our captain.
Back with Kings prop. Ashlyn brings a UCL player down again.
And is that a penalty?
Kings seeming to have employed a battering ram for their offence tonight. Oh, and she is not getting up, it seems.
Oh no, that's Sadie. She's one of our 4th-year medics. She has a lot of rugby experience, so if she's down, I think she's probably...
I think after that hit, it seems like she's going to have
down.
forgotten all 4 years, unfortunately.
This is very unfortunate. She really is one of the only experienced players we have today. Oh no.
Hoping Sadie will be okay.
If she comes off, it might give space for some of your younger players to really come into their own, though, don't you think?
Yes.
Is that what UCL need, though, Tilly? More players having their very first ever rugby game to this evening?
No, probably not. But it's always good. There's always a next year, and hopefully they'll all be trained up and ready for the new season when it comes.
But it is nice to see the UCL team revving them on from the side and the UCL men's as well. It's nice to have a bit of atmosphere here after these troubling times.
Yeah, great support from both teams, I think.
Kings
And it's a great story as well to have your first ever rugby match to be varsity, I think.
Yeah, I think a lot of the girls on the bus today were very, very nervous for their first ever match. And again, for it to be varsity, I can't imagine how nervous they would be for it. I think I would have been really nervous for today. So I can't imagine how they must have been feeling.
Do you remember your first match, Tilly?
Not at all. I can't say I do.
We do have an ambulance on the sidelines, so hopefully all goes well. Or if not, we've got an ambulance.
We've also got 13 medics on KCL's side, so we should be covered. Nurses, physios, doctors.
The medic seems to be getting up now. Hopefully she'll be okay and be able to carry on the game.
Yeah, she's been entertaining to watch.
Yeah, she's a good player.
Sidelines clap her off as she walks off. Surely this might be the end of her evening tonight, unfortunately.
She played absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to play with her more next year.
And a UCL 16 coming on, Tilly.
That is, That is Sarah.
Another rookie?
Another rookie.
Another rookie.
Yeah.
We're talking about rookies tonight, but I've heard that there's some Sevens internationals on the team tonight.
Tilly seems to think not.
I mean, I might potentially be the Sevens international, actually. Not quite on the pitch. There is myself and Skylar, who's playing number 9 today, who have quite a lot of Sevens experience in Dubai and the Cayman Islands.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Tilly providing us with the classic rugby private school anecdotes that we always love.
No, I played Sevens in Dubai my whole life. No, I lived there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've joined us from Dubai?
I have, well, for uni, yeah, but yeah. So my mum and dad are at home.
Your
I
English
think they're
accent's
watching
really coming
actually.
along.
Your English is great.
Kings breaking slowly, trying to break through the wall of the UCL defence.
Nice
Kick
pressure from
forward.
UCL.
Fantastic kick there
Chased
from
by
Hebe,
the.
and it'll be a line out.
Good kick. Kings will be happy with that. As they get
That is
another
good
line
ground
out.
from Kings. There's a few short blonde ones. That is Caitlin, I believe. Yeah, it's Caitlin.
Good kick there from Kings. Bringing the ball forward slightly. UCL to take the line out.
Speaking of international players, I'd just like to highlight Hebe Tallis, who made that kick there. She has had, bloody hell, let me find the list of her accomplishments. It's extensive. So she's been playing rugby for 15 years. She's made 2 caps for Hong Kong 15s and has played Hong Kong under 27s as well. She's probably our most experienced player.
Good line out routine by UCL, sorry. Won the ball
Great possession
with the
there.
fly
I'd like
half.
to see some,
Met straight away with heavy pressure by Kings.
I think they need to try and get it out to the wingers as quickly as possible now. Oh, was that a forward pass there?
Believe so. It'll be Kings ball well into the UCL half.
Tilly, have you ever reffed a match?
No, I have not ever reffed a match.
I'd love to.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's going to be my next thing to do.
Really? That's
Gonna learn the
interesting.
Kings back with the ball. Making a strong run by from Kings' number 8 there. Well, UCL seems to have stolen it out of the ruck. UCL penalty.
UCL!
Good pressure finally from the UCL defence. It's forcing a turnover from Kings.
Love to see it.
We do love to see it. That, I believe, was from Caden, our number 8, who has been playing for 4 years now. Was originally from the US, moved here for uni, and picked up rugby.
Some update on the Goose. The Goose has made it well into the Kings 5-yard line.
Hopefully UCL will be there soon. The Goose has made it further than our team.
Much further.
I wish that Goose was on our
fantastic
team.
pick up there from our 11. That's Ronnie Ung.
Kingsman quickly offloads. Skip pass from Kings. Tries
Nice
to control it
dive
with
on
her
the ball
feet,
by
interestingly.
Betsy.
UCL there. They're
Another
really
rookie, that one.
picking their heads up now.
Maddie Anderson, another one of our rookies. Doing
Maddie
bits.
brought down. UCL trying
Eli
to make
off
some.
to
We found on the wing. Oh, but that's a good tackle there by Kings.
Great tackle there from Sophie River, I believe.
Oh no, Van's coming knock on.
I believe that is the first half brought to a conclusion. Kings currently leading 26-0.
And it really has been a baptism by fire for our rookie UCL team, losing 26-0 at currently, unfortunately. Next half needs to be big things, and how can they turn it around?
I think they all need to be more confident in their ability. I think they need to make those tackles, not be scared of the Kings girls, take them down and play some more, again, heads up rugby, be looking at the wings, which I think they did really improve throughout that half.
I mean, of course, 26-0, anything you would change? Or do you think if it's not broke, don't fix it? Keep the same?
Nothing I'd change so far, but my advice to the girls would obviously be to just keep the pace up, not to tire yourselves out. It's a long game. and keep the pace up. Don't get ahead of yourselves. Don't get complacent.
And we'll be joining you shortly, rejoining you for the second half, as UCL hope to make some vital changes, and Kings hoping to come back even stronger and score some more.
And we are back. Welcome back to the Women's Varsity Rugby Finals. It's Kings, it's UCL, and currently Kings are winning 26-0. And straight knock-on right there. Amina, what do you reckon was said at half-time? Do you reckon Kings are going to come back as strong?
You know, I reckon they've just been told to keep up the pace, just like I said. Keep their heads up, not to make any mistakes, not to get lazy, not to get complacent. They have a 26-point lead, but that is in no means that they're going to win the match. They've still got 35 minutes to go.
And Tilly, you were down there raring to run from the sideline in your little crutch. What was said there? What did our master Chris say?
I think he was just telling the girls to be confident, to close down the space, to make them make tackles, and use forward pods more, is what we were mainly discussing. And also just to score a try in this half, I think, is their main aim.
Or at least try.
Fantastic effort there from Cecile again, making her way through the UCL girls, as expected. Oh, and a fantastic run from our 13 there, Kat. She's been met by the UCL force, but they've not got her down yet, and she's down.
King straight away back into the UCL half. Ashlyn finally takes a hit back. And it looks like she's down. She's just having a lie down.
That was a good tackle from one of our rookies, I believe that was Nikki.
King's now pushing the ball forward. Bodies behind the ball.
Great pressure from Kings there.
Nice to see some action in this half of the pitch.
Ashlyn, King's pushing back forwards. Back down into a ruck.
No.
King scrum half, looking to work it down the line quickly.
Oh,
good dummy run.
Dummy
and
there
a dummy from the
Hebe.
King 12.
Will she take
Side
it
steps
through?
one player.
Georgia support player. And Lucy on the wing.
And he
That's
scores a try. King starting the second half just as they left the first.
Beautiful try by Kings.
The score now 31-0. Amina, beautiful play, open down the wing. Good, beautiful side steps there from the Kings players. Incredible.
No words. Yeah, I mean, it's all that I expected and more. I'd like to see it get out to our wings, actually. Lucy down there. But when you've got a centre such as, when you've got a fullback even, like Georgia, it's hard to let the opportunity go to waste.
Kings now with a conversion far left on the wing. The
I
UCL
think
water girl dropping her cap.
UCL need to remember what they learned in the first half and make those tackles, girls.
And the kick is unfortunately well short, and the score will stay at 31-0 to Kings.
And the Goose made it to the other side of the pitch. One interesting development in this tale. And it's chased off.
Kings captain there, showing all her skills.
That looks like a permanent escape.
UCL trying to rally the troops. Devastating sides of the half. Exposed clearly on the left wing. Easily broken down by the Kings player. Sidestep 2 players, broke a few tackles. UCL hoping now to bounce back.
Silly Goose.
Just needed a little bit of a warm-up, but I'm sure the girls will be back on their A game now.
UCL.
Oh, nice.
Well controlled by the Kings player there. Goes for another sidestep. Here's a player who set up the try almost pretty much single-handedly out of the ruck.
Ooh.
Oh, and it's missed by one player, caught again by the flanker. UCL now trying to break the ruck. She've got hands over the ball, unable to keep it. And UCL run forward. She seems to have been spun by her own teammate there. Lobbed at the referee. Interesting tactics now applied by
Nice chase
Kings.
down by Caitlin there.
Ashton back trying to make some yards for Kings. On the halfway line now. Captain now. Not gaining much, but Kings keeping the ball well.
Glaring space on the right-hand
It's
side.
worked well down the line. Beautiful side that breaks one tackle. Offloads it to the winger.
Jump, She can make it.
She breaks 2 tackles. 3 girls
And
needs to
Georgia's
bring her
knocking over.
down.
Who's going to get that ball from her?
Unlucky there by UCL not to get the ball out of the ruck. KCL
Nice
keep
tackle
applying
there
the
from
pressure on the
Maddie.
UCL defence.
Great run there by Lucy. She's made a lot of ground.
Oh, and it's
Nice
fumbled
pick
by the
up
Kings
by
player.
scrum half Skylar. with some international sevens experience. That's Lily making a lovely run again, one
and
of our
ripped
rookies.
out by Kings there, but
Oh.
I believe the referee has called for a knock-on.
I'm sure
Fantastic
you'll
start
be
by
pleased
Kings.
to know that Sadie just took a bit of a bang to the head, but she is feeling better now, but sadly unable to go back on.
Oh, that's good to hear that she's all right. I'll be excited to see her next year.
Yeah, she's a unit. Come on,
UCL back
girls.
with the ball.
I miss playing rugby.
Trying to get back into the Kings half. It's been a while since they were
Nice
last
carry
there.
by Eli.
You can see the confidence building in UCL there.
Trying to use their forward pods as Chris suggested at halftime.
Strong in the ruck there by Ashlyn.
Another forward pod going in here.
UCL
And
looking for an answer to
again.
the Kings defence. Still haven't been able to quite get anywhere near deep into their half.
UCL need to start using their back line now and letting the people with the gas go for it.
So who are your people with the gas today?
Artie on the wing here, closest to us, very quick. Benita on the other wing, very quick
Ooh.
runners. Nice pass through.
Beautiful
Nice
skin
run
back
by
by
Lily.
UCL.
Oh.
But brought straight again down by Kings. Kings have every answer for everything UCL tries to throw at them. Good pressure from the Kings defence again. Swarm.
Another forward pod straight in there. Maddie, our rookie. All the confidence in the world for a beginner.
UCL trying to break the Kings wall by just running at them. Unable to break anywhere so far. Kings keeping UCL in their own half.
Ooh,
Oh, but
yes!
she's dummies it back. She makes
She
her
can
pass.
make it, she can make it. She's
Oh,
checked by
no.
Georgia. And she's tripped herself up. She's going to regret that later.
She
Classic
hesitated.
sevens
It
play
seemed
from
like she was
Skylar.
open.
Nice! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
That might be a high tackle.
Kings
from
trying to
Norm.
rip it out at the ruck. Finally some excitement there by UCL on offense. Trying to get the ball forward.
Some beautiful play there by UCL.
What
Our
happened with
rookies
Skylar there,
again.
Tilly? It seemed like she was open for the try.
I'm not sure if it was Skylar or Caitlin, but oh, it was Caitlin. I think it was just some attempts at stepping and not being confident in her run straight ahead. Oh, I think that's Betsy with her boot off there. I think we have an injury on the UCL side. Yeah, an injury on the UCL side by Betsy, another one of our rookies.
UCL now facing their second casualty of the evening.
So, Tilly, what are your subs looking like if we have any more injuries?
Our subs are looking fabulous, as always. That's Fionn running on there. I think she's 5th year medic now, maybe? Yeah, 17. Oh no.
The UCL player there unfortunately looking in pain. So do you think she'll be able to carry on?
I, by the looks of it, do not think she will be able to carry on, which is very unfortunate as Betsy is one of the players who is very, very speedy along the wings when she gets the ball in her hands.
Kings lining up again,
That'd be a damn shame.
getting ready to prevent.
Oh,
Oh, she's fine.
oh, she's up. Oh my God, it's a miracle. We love to see it go, Betsy.
It's probably the adrenaline.
Oh my God.
Such a huge game.
Look how she's just running off. She's living her best life. Oh my God.
False alarm, false alarm.
False alarm.
So
Oh.
how's Betsy as your fullback?
Betsy
What are her
is, seeing as this is her first match, I can't tell you I know her exact strength, but she is very fast. So that's probably her strength.
I'd like to see her get the ball. It'd be really interesting to see how fast she can be when she's got against Ashlyn. Maybe.
UCL finally with the ball in unfamiliar territory, trying to close in on the Kings try line. Trying to work it down the line now.
UCL have an
Good
opportunity
dummy run.
here.
Oh, it seems to be ripped out by the Kings number 13.
UCL not protecting the ball enough,
And they've
going into
managed to
contact
force a
there.
turnover.
And it's Ashlyn there. She's down.
Strong run, gaining yards. Barrel toward the halfway line.
Watch the wings, girls.
Good dummy pass, offloads
Oh,
it.
fantastic from Lucy. She can really make it.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice. Good
Almost
pressure
three
by
down the
UCL
ring.
defence.
Fantastic
I'm beyond
tackle.
proud of you girls.
UCL's inside centre there, making a last-ditch tackle to stop the Kings' offence.
That is Margot. She is our vice president, maybe? Social media manager. She does
Very different
bits. Well, she does bits for the team. Go, Margot. She had the list today.
And I'm also aware that Margot won your fantasy football league as well.
Did she?
She did. Congratulations to Margot.
Congratulations to Margot.
Fantastic insight from here in the commentary booth.
Oh, sick move.
Strong line.
Oh,
Oh, but
Yay!
Kings
Fantastic
Kings win
steal
the
from
line
Kings
out.
there.
UCL tried to do a dummy. Kings read it. Then the captain went up for it, won the line out.
Oh,
Kings back with the ball. Little fumble there by the Kings' second row. Keeps the ball.
UCL defence is really looking up in this half.
Working it well down the line out, Kings.
That's
Oh, that
Betsy
is a strong
with
move.
that.
She starts brought down
Nice.
again.
Maddie Anderson again.
great technique.
Kings have the ball with their winger on the right. She breaks the first tackle. We're supposed to break the
Well,
second.
Margot
Oh!
and Margot does it again.
Met by two UCL defenders there. Kings now working, trying to switch the play. Trying to break through the middle with Ashton.
Nice. I think you can really see the confidence of the UCL tackles building here in this half, which is really, really nice to see from them.
UCL pressure has been much better since that last try. But that looks like a strong run from the captain. The scrum half picks up from the ruck.
Watch the
Kings
wing.
are-
UCL
Kings
need
are
to
outnumbering
watch
on the line.
wing.
Skip
Oh,
pass.
Georgia's got
She's
it. She's
open
making
on the
it
left.
Again, Margot!
Oh!
Margot doing absolute bits! Go, Margot!
Kings
No.
almost released her on the
Returner.
left wing. Brought down again by the same player by UCL. Stop the opposition.
Margot is unstoppable now.
That's 2 tries she seems to have saved now. Fantastic play by her.
Oh.
UCL back with another line out.
Formidable play. It's been good.
UCL having to do better with this line out.
This probably isn't very COVID friendly, but we're like shouting.
Probably
into
not.
the house. I'm
Hopefully
fully
you don't know.
vaccinated,
Oh, that
don't worry.
way. Subtle flex.
Players getting ready to jump.
Is this our 4th line out of the game?
I believe so, yeah.
Good jump from UCL win
have
this
won
one.
the line out.
Ball with their number 8 now, trying to make a
Very
strong run,
nice.
but she's surrounded by about 5 U Kings defenders and forced out the sides herself.
Debatably a Maul type thing there, I think. A lot of Kings players
from
in there.
Kings players though, I think.
Oh,
And
one
there's
of your
been a
players
head
is
knock.
down. Who is that?
I think Ashton has received a head knock,
Ash, yeah.
according to Kings' second row, screaming there.
Could be cramp.
Could be a cramp. Been a lot of she's had a huge game for Kings so far.
Ashlyn's one of our graduating players. We'll be very sad to see her go. She's a key member of the team, as you can see.
What a way to leave. Surely she must be happy to end in this way.
I should hope so.
One of your key
She's
players.
really been a star of the match.
Kings now with the line out.
Just like to take you through a few more of our graduating players. Freya Vartan as our prop. Cecile Bigot as our captain and number 8. Susanna Hyvonen, the president. Ronnie Ung, Hebe Tallis, Rhiannon Osborne, Caitlin O'Regan, Viv Matthews and Ariane Cornell.
Great strong catcher from UCL. Forces the fumble there from Kings' 20. UCL back with the ball. dangerously close to their try line for passes like that. Probably
UCL are
looking to
looking a little more confident.
UCL probably looking to kick it, relieve the pressure caused by the Kings defence.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
UCL back with the ball now. Kings defence spreading an even line across the pitch. UCL's formation not quite so neat. But a strong run there from the UCL's flanker.
That is our flanker, Caitlin, also our president.
Another nice get pass by UCL.
Another fresher taking a run in there. Oh, and stolen
And Ashlyn
straight
steals it from the
away.
ruck. She gets hands straight over the ball, but I think the referee's given the penalty to UCL for offside play by Kings. UCL slowly retreat, getting towards the halfway line.
Now that UCL are finally in attack again, let's see what they can do.
UCL's number 8 now looking to drop ahead and make a charge. She
Nice,
breaks the tackle from Ashlyn.
Caden.
Takes 2 Kings players to bring her down. Ball picked up from the ruck. Oh, and she sees it over that play.
Fantastic steal.
Yes,
She's
Betsy!
through. One defender to beat.
Betsy.
Beats another
She's making
tackle.
a run for it.
That is
And
her
that is a
first rugby
phenomenal
match
run.
today, and that is the run that she made. Thank God she did not hurt her ankle.
Fantastic
Phenomenal
rugby
run there
brain
from
there.
Betsy. UCL's fullback.
That's the sort of intuitive play that you just can't teach.
Broke about
And in
5
her
tackles.
first match, she has that. I can't imagine what she's going to be like next year.
UCL breaking again. Can
Another
UCL get
break in the
through?
line there.
From another rookie.
A dirty tackle there by Kings, grabbing the shirt and spinning around.
I really think the pressure is getting to
Good
them.
side step by
They're
UCL's
getting more
captain.
Our
confident.
captain, Megan.
Good side step to break the first tackle. Pass out back to the wing.
Surely get it.
That Margot again, I think, on the ball there.
Seems like Kings have managed to reorganise their defence. Lined up well. What can UCL do here? The yards are coming slowly.
UCL could get a bit deeper and get it out to the
I'd
wing.
like to see your 7 come just down a little.
So she keeps the ball. She keeps the ball on the ground. Tries to crawl forward. Eventually is brought down for the ruck.
Oh!
And that's a quick break.
And that is our scrum half, Skylar.
Great defense from Kings here. They've really got their heads up, putting the pressure on.
Kings swarming the ball every time UCL pick it up.
But
They're
it's
playing
looking
good
harder
pressure.
and harder with every push.
It seems like a UCL penalty there on the 5-yard line.
Nice.
This seems
Come
like
on,
the closest
girls.
UCL have been. Feeling confident, Tilly? Might
I'm
finally get
feeling
the first
very
try.
beyond confident. I really think they're going to get a try here.
Think they're going to be able to break through Kings' wall.
They are going to be able to smash through Kings' wall.
Finally, they seem close enough for the first time in the game. Let's hope they can break the drought.
They're close enough. Their
Break the
confidence
zero.
is up there. I definitely have my confidence in them. Let's hope they use it wisely.
Here come UCL, passing it down the line.
Oh!
A fantastic catch there by UCL.
I think once they make that first try, it will really up their confidence and we'll see a lot more of a
UCL managed to hold on to the
competitive
ball.
game of rugby.
Out onto the winger.
Oh!
She's met by a lot of Kings defenders, eventually brought down.
Our winger Artie is her first match today. She's a
That's
master's
another
student.
penalty for UCL. Further back than the first one. Few yards lost there, Tilly. Were you hoping for a different outcome?
I am still confident in this outcome now, but I was hoping for them to get through there, but I still have confidence that they will do it.
Feel like this is the attack that will make it?
This is the attack that will make it. Come on, girls.
Plenty of moral support here from UCL.
There is one thing about our team, if nothing else. We are very supportive and of each other, and I think there's a lot of camaraderie on the team.
I think it's needed when you have so many freshers. You know, they really need the support from their older players, just to let them know that rugby isn't such a scary game. And I'm sure that having played this is their first game, they'll really have a lot more confidence. You know, they're playing a good game of rugby.
And considering the experience on the Kings team, to have this as one of your first matches is really something.
UCL hoping to make something of this penalty. Rarely have they been this deep into the Kings half.
I see Eli Caden setting up there, I assume for a big smash here.
Good offload by UCL.
Bit of a fling pass there, but
Onto the winger.
into the winger.
She's brought down by 2 Kings players.
Straight over in the ruck though. UCL very on it with the rucks.
It's looking tight
UCL!
here.
Oh! And she's pushed out of the sideline just in front of the try. She must be 2 yards outside the try line there. Pushed out by Kings. Great defense again there by Kings. Applying constant pressure on the UCL ball.
Exciting things happening here. This is it, isn't it, for UCL?
This is it for UCL.
UCL need to win this line out. I believe they've won 1 of their 2 line outs so far, but none more crucial than this one.
I'm very confident in the girls that they are going to get this line out. Oh, straight out to the wing. That'll be good.
7 players in the line out now.
They seem a bit confused.
I think originally they thought it was a UCL ball for the line out, but it's actually a Kings ball.
Good line out technique there by Kings.
Ball not thrown in straight, I believe, there by Kings.
Big call there by the referee. The opportunity UCL have been praying for all match.
UCL just keeps getting these opportunities and we just want to see them do something with it now.
Line out now for UCL, inches away from the try line. Looking to score their first try of the evening.
This might be more difficult without mauls this year, but I'm sure they can make something work.
Free kick for UCL now.
Confused, to be honest.
I think it was 2 not thrown straight balls in the line out, which has now come to a penalty for Kings.
Feel like a wasted opportunity for UCL there, Tilly?
A bit of a wasted opportunity, but I know that they've done their best.
Kings working it quickly down the line. UCL defenders finally doing well to move over to the other side.
It's that pressure and that confidence that they just didn't have in the first half that's really coming in here.
It can be daunting when you've got such a big opportunity to actually throw the ball in.
Huge tackle there. Ball won by UCL. Turnover from Kings.
It's that quick rucking technique from UCL, which I think has won them a lot of the turnovers and rucks today.
Yeah, very heavy in the rucks there.
UCL driving fast, met by the Kings defenders near the try lines, banging on the door.
It's coming up UCL.
They are...
Referee's blown out for a Kings penalty. UCL calls a turnover
Holding
just
on,
in
I
front of the
believe.
tie line, unfortunately.
Kick from the Heaves.
Good
Big
kicks by
kick.
Kings. Very good kick by
Nice
Kings.
kick. Still in our half though, so I'm sure UCL girls will make something of this.
Played safely there by Kings, trying to kick it out of the sideline early. Get themselves the line out. And we have 2 subs going on for UCL.
We
Tilly, who do we have?
We have Elliot number 20, and who is that?
18, Sophie Birch.
That is a Kings player.
That's
Yeah.
not the right one.
I was so confused. I was like,
Adrian Beatrice Orbert.
I was like, that's definitely not.
I don't think
I
so.
was like, yeah.
So, Harrison Raff, tell me a bit more about your rugby experience.
I used to play rugby for...
Was it the knee?
The what?
The knee
I did not
injury.
play rugby for university. I came to university and decided to give up on rugby. Played for Bournemouth Rugby Club for a while. And Bournemouth School as well. Number 8. I was their go-to guy. It's really a shame I'm not playing on the pitch today.
Sure, you really could have helped them out here.
I feel like I would have done.
Which team would you have chosen?
UCL. It's the university I go to. I don't feel like I had much of a choice, to be honest. Kicks well by Kings, but straight into
the
hands.
arms of Margot.
Oh, but the referee stopped play for some reason. Back to Kings ball, I believe.
And Harris, we didn't talk about your rugby experience.
Because it's not a very... it doesn't really happen. I played a bit in school, and that's about it, really. Just about know the rules.
A winger in P, though, weren't you?
I was in PE in the seconds, and yeah, I played 2 games
Best people for the
school.
commentating job then. A lot of experience on
Honestly,
this
the best.
panel.
Well, you don't need experience, just need charisma.
Not everyone can fly all the way from Dubai to play rugby.
Just back for uni.
Kings win the ball back now. Ashton back with the ball for Kings. Well tackled there. Didn't make many yards for Kings. Kings looking at to work back down the line.
With Kings. Oh!
What a tackle from the
somersault
fullback there.
there.
Betsy the
That's
fullback.
Betsy again. Thank God that ankle is okay.
Here comes Kings' captain. Breaks one tackle. UCL defender hanging onto her leg there.
That was Maddie Anderson there again, holding the legs.
Kings penalty.
Oh.
The moral support from UCL not wavering despite the scoreline. UCL defense lining up.
Nice tackle there.
Breaks the Kings run early. Kings trying to keep running, keep trying to break the wall down of the UCL defense. And she was sat down in the ruck there for some reason. But another dummy pass.
Dummy there from Hebe Tallis.
Beautiful play.
Nice.
Two dummies.
Down to Kat.
She's got the winger open
She's
behind her.
making
Will
her
she
ground.
offload?
Big
Oh!
on the support.
And there's no where's the
Where's
scrum
our 9?
half? 2 people over for the ruck.
Oh, and fumbled by Noor.
2 people over the ruck. Then no scrum half to come over. Kings breaking again.
Great ground made though.
Good tackle by Betsy. UCL's fullback again. Kings trying to work the lines, spraying the ball down the pitch. Great offload there. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's an unfortunate knock-on by Kings.
Not unfortunate for UCL.
Oh, it looks like. What's her name? She's down there.
Oh, Betsy with the ankle again.
On the floor for the second time, unfortunately.
Hopefully, it will not be second time's a charm in this scenario.
Play hopefully resuming shortly. Betsy looking a little worse for wear now. A lot of high intensity attack there from Kings, wearing down the defence. And it's come with some repercussions.
I think this half has been much more of a fight from UCL. I think they're really coming back into their confidence and tackling and defensive line. A lot more heads-up rugby this time, girls.
Finally getting themselves into the Kings try line as well. That's got to be a positive at least.
That is a very big positive. I think that's one of the things that the girls were aiming for this half, is to just get into the Kings' half, close them down, hopefully score a try, which I'm still hopeful for.
Great string of Kings attacks there. Amina hoping to see a few more tries from Kings before the end of the game.
You know what? I'd love to see it. We shouldn't stop just because we're ahead.
And your coach doesn't seem to change much. The tactics have seemed to stay the same. They seem to still be working.
Don't fix what isn't broken.
And this seems to be like it's going to be the end of Betsy's day, unfortunately, for the varsity series.
Well done, Betsy. You played absolutely amazing for your first ever match.
Guard of honour over everyone applauding an amazing performance.
Some great intuitive rugby there from Betsy. I'd really like to see her rugby career develop.
They
Water
need
box,
the water
girls.
box.
It's being bought.
They have got the water box. Sarah with the water box.
And she's kept her hat on this time.
Well done, Sarah. Sarah is actually in the second year of her PhD, 24, and picked up rugby this year.
What position does she normally play?
We'll figure that one out when she's on the pitch. Great question.
So UCL here with no points chasing Kings' dominant 31-point lead. What's the aim here? We just want to try, guys.
I think,
A
yeah.
consolation try. Would that help the girls?
I believe that we want and need a try. It is try time, girls.
And we
Come
are back
on.
playing rugby. UCL with the ball. Strong run there, straight off.
Again, Maddie taking the ball in so confidently for
Finds a
her first
little
ever
gap.
match.
Finds a small gap there in the Kings defence. Picked up straight away by the scrum half.
That's Skylar.
Oh, and the confusion's hit her.
Breaks quite a few tackles there.
I really
Loops
think as
around.
the game starts to go on, UCL are going to have much more of a better chance of getting their try. Kings are getting much more tired.
And it's ripped from the ruck by the Kings 13. Makes up at
Nice
least
tackle
10
from
yards.
Megan.
Kings back with the ball. Kings back on the offence and back inside the UCL half. Ashley now with the ball.
Nice. Well done, UCL. Great tackling there.
And it's unfortunately not picked up out when it fell out of the ruck by the UCL defence.
Oh,
The
nice
captain
tackle
takes a
from
hard hit
Lily.
to the floor.
Heard that head hit the floor.
Another amazing tackle from one of our new players.
UCL back with the ball. Trying to find space down the wing.
Fumbled it,
Surely
but
a
picked it
forward
right
pass.
back up. Well done, girls. Oh,
Yeah.
actually knocked it on there, girls. But you know what? If we didn't, that would have been really, really good.
If it wasn't a knock-on.
If it wasn't a knock-on, like you really picked it up so well. I don't know who let me do this, honestly.
Kings with the ball on the 15-metre line now.
Can really see the pressure start to get to Kings here.
Surely everyone's legs feeling now. Everyone's getting tired, aren't they, surely? As we close out the game.
They're experienced players. They know it will end. They know it will end soon. They've got the determination to get through it.
Kings with a comfortable lead, though.
Ooh,
Oh, and
that'll
that's
be
a knock-on.
That'll be a knock-on. Multiple knock-ons? What's the plural of a knock-on? Knock-ons? Knocks-on.
Multiple knock-ons is probably what I would go for.
Knock-ons.
That's Megan, our captain, now picking it up, ready for the penalty. Put it down for Skylar, our experienced sevens player from the Cayman Islands.
What a lovely tan.
She came and she saw, and she hasn't quite conquered Kings today, has she?
Oh, okay. Well, let's not be harsh now. Skylar, you're doing great.
How do you feel of the scoreline, though, Tilly? Fair representation of the game?
I
Or do you
honestly,
think UCL have deserved a bit more?
I think UCL have deserved a bit more, especially in this second half. See, lovely from King, straight up, pressure, absolutely phenomenal,
Not allowing any yards to be made by the UCL offence.
which is where UCL need to be.
Brought down straight away UCL second row there.
Straight in for the ruck there from UCL, and it is stolen.
UCL trying to find a crack in the so far impenetrable wall that the Kings defence is. They find it on the left wing.
Nice!
She breaks two
Amazing
tackles,
run by Lily once again.
Kings flanco coming back to try again for the tackle.
Penalty
King's
for
penalty.
holding on there. But an amazing run by Lily, one of our surprisingly new players.
We've been hearing that a lot this game, haven't we?
Yeah, we have actually.
Kings captain with a strong run there off the penalty.
That was a strong run.
Kings coming back. They've got bodies behind the ball.
This could be our chance for another try here.
The UCL team rips it out of the ruck.
UCL have given us a lot of space.
Kings win it, rip it straight back.
Oh, nice jump.
Kings now managed to keep the ball.
It's
going down our
A
line.
bit of back and forth.
and
Will
it
she be
gets
able to find
dangerous
it?
when it goes down this line.
Oh, she misses the pass, but they're getting closer and closer. Oh,
My heart
good
is
tackle.
beating now.
Good tackle.
We
Surely
are
she's over the try line now.
Inches away from the try here.
Surely she's made it. It's only
that being
seconds
held
till the
up?
referee blows his whistle. Unfortunately, we cannot quite. Oh, Kings hit it
And
back.
a
And
try!
there's another try there.
A try there from Katarina Martinovic, I think. Or Sophie Rivet.
Amazing defense this whole half from UCL.
Good try there by Kings. Constantly pressuring the UCL defense. Kept attacking them again and again and again. And it seems an easy conversion now for Kings' inside centre. For an extra 2 points. Surely, even though we suspected it, there really is no coming back now for UCL. And she converts for 2 points.
I think UCL still have a try in them.
Time is running out, unfortunately, though, for them, Tilly, at UCL.
My confidence will stay high.
But it's still a mighty performance from the rookies, though. They've really given it them all, and you wouldn't be able to tell. You'd say they're veterans, wouldn't you?
I would say there's a few of them who've really put in some good hits and some good runs.
You know, despite the fact that they are freshers, they're rookies, we haven't seen any great mistakes happening. They're playing a good game of rugby. It's just unfortunate that they're playing against quite seasoned girls.
I'm really excited to see this team develop as a group and see what they can do in the future with a little bit more experience on their side. But I think our experienced girls, especially in the ruck, have really been ripping that ball well.
Yeah, so unfortunate to have injuries in the experienced girls. It's really starting to show now.
Come on, girls.
Oh, what a
We're now
fantastic
approaching-
hit there, caught by Ashlyn.
Good, strong run by her, but good tackle as well by UCL to manage to bring it down and stop the run. Kings pounding back, coming back on offense. Approaching now the closing stage of the game. UCL
Nice,
with the ball.
Caden.
Strong run, she breaks the tackle.
Taking it.
She is strong.
It took 4 tackles to get her down. Fantastic run by UCL. Where was that been all game? Offside Kings player there.
The ambition and determination is really coming through from UCL. Would have liked to see this the whole game.
That's from 2 of our returning players, Eli and Caden.
UCL making a short few but valuable yards. Trying to get that
Amazing
consolation
players.
try.
Oh, fumbled there by your number 10.
UCL's captain, I believe.
That is our captain.
And
Oh,
she's
no!
and
You
over on the wing.
for it.
Will she be able to offload it? Tries to dodge a tackle.
No, support her! Who's your number 20?
Our number 20 is Ellie.
Oh, that is. Oh, and the Kings seems to have ripped the ball out of UCL hands. Oh no, but it's a fumble from Kings now. UCL back with the ball, trying to control the tempo of the game a bit, Lord. Not let it slide out their hands in these last
Caden
moments.
again, trying to make that big hit.
Penalty Kings, unfortunately. Kings back with the ball. Promising there from UCL though.
Lovely tackle there from Bethany Elder, our president.
Was given a lot of space to run there.
Kings number 8 has managed to bring the ball all the way back to the halfway line. Strong play here by Kings, showing plenty of aggression, plenty of want, plenty of will. Outclassed UCL today.
Kings have been playing some fantastic rugby today.
Beautiful overlap play there by Kings. They tried to work it down the leg. Good offload.
Oh.
Almost a forward pass,
Yeah,
but I think she kept it on the line.
A bit forward there.
It looked fairly forward. I think so late in the game now, the referee's letting it slide.
Oh, unfortunate there for Charlie. She's had her shoulder dislocated twice in the last training, so keen to see her come out of this unscathed.
No, strong
Not the
tackle from
shoulder
UCL and
injury.
Ashlyn. Kings looking to work it back down the line.
Oh,
that was
a bit of a fling pass
bit
there
of
from
a-
Kings.
Yeah, starting to see the tiredness here, some panic passes. I'd just like to remind the girls to just keep their heads up, keep going. We are in the lead.
Holding on their penalty to UCL.
Just to remind you. Come on, UCL, let's make something of this penalty.
It's been quite fun.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
Hopefully I'll be playing.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll never have to
Actually
do this
like to
again.
play
Yeah.
Varsity next year. Oh, no, I can't. No, as in GBD don't play.
Oh, we were chatting.
Good kick by
Evie
UCL.
here.
UCL
She's
players
gonna
chasing.
dive on
Kings
it and
players
kick that
chasing.
out. Surely, surely. Oh, she's making a run
Oh, and
for
she's
it.
broken a few tackles.
UCL are tired.
UCL defence need to get back in line as quickly as possible.
Strong play there by Kings inside centre off the kick.
This is a
Oh, what a
dangerous
dummy!
area.
She finds herself open. Can she find the winger? Can she find
Cat
the winger?
here needs the support from
She tries to
Viv.
cut inside. Can she offload it in time? No, UCL straight over with the ball. Manages to get the ruck. Kings keep the ball now.
That was very dangerous play.
Great run here by Bethany
But
Elder.
here we go,
Making a
she's
try
free.
and she's
Oh.
Amazing cover tackle by Margot once again.
Chases the King player down. That was vital.
3 vital tackles made by Margot today. The score would be very different without you, Margot.
Kings number 8 there, standing on her feet strong.
What?
UCL have it out of the
a
ruck.
steal from UCL. Ooh.
UCL's
And
prop there
taken
takes the
down
ball.
by Noor.
Oh, I think you have an injury there for Kings.
Oh,
Seems
it's
like
Beth.
UCL's captain, I believe.
Oh.
UCL's number 8? No, Kings is number 8, sorry.
Let's have a look. Is that our Cecile? Oh, unfortunate. For
But that's the final whistle. Kings hammer UCL
We
there,
fucking
unfortunately.
done it.
Commiserations to UCL players. Well done to Kings players. Amina, how do you feel after that game?
I'm absolutely overjoyed. It's been a pleasure to watch this game. It's not usual that we get to share the team with GKT and KCL, so I'm really glad the girls have done it. I want to go join them now.
Commiserations though, Tilly, but the players are storming the pitch and there's hugs all round, and it is an amazing display of comradeship, as you said, and they should be proud today, shouldn't they?
I think there's going to be nothing but positive things said on our way home. I'm so proud of all of them. I think they did absolutely amazing for a first run out as a team, and for a lot of them, their first ever match. I think they really held their own, and the score could have been a lot worse, I think.
And have you got any last messages to say, Amina, before you run off and join your celebrations? I see you getting up ready there.
It's been a pleasure to watch the match, and I'm really looking forward to seeing UCL grow as a team over the next couple of years. See ya, boys.
Thank you very much for watching, and as that goes, we've got the men's final happening at 7:40. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon. Thank you. Hello and welcome to the Varsity Finals. Today we are here watching the men's rugby final. Will UCL recover from their last year's rum defeat to Kings? What do we think? Today in the commentary box it's me, Harris Morris, Rap Herfer, Amit and Tom. Amit, run me through our team for UCL today.
Well, at loose head prop, number 2, or number 3 even, we've got Benedict Wilson, the human Rubik's Cube, otherwise known as the Elder Statesman. At number 2, we've got Ben Harding. At number 3, we've got Tom Petty. Number 4, we have Emil Ali. Number 5, Piers Ireland. And at 6, we have Arch Dixon. He's one of the most capped players in the squad, making one of his final appearances for UCL.
Yes, Melford.
Oh, that's deep kick. Number 7, blindside flanker, we've got Clayson. He's an internationally capped player for Austria. And at number 8, one of our biggest players to watch is Ed Cockman. You can spot him with the red scrum cap. He also plays for Rotten Park Sevens and Italy under-20s. Number 9, John Jack Williams even. He's replacing Frank May. Shout out to him. He's injured today. 10, Snell. 11, Brewer. 12, Stratford. 13, Hampshire. 14, Andre Williams. And 15, Lisling White.
That's a strong team here. Right, Tom, can you run me through Kings' lineup for today, please?
So running through the Kings team, we have Dan Rowe starting at 1, Jishem Fu at 2, and Joshua Hall at tight head prop. Locking up in the second row, we have Dan Jones and Michael Batty. At blindside, we have Red Freeman. Number 7, Jake Overton. And at number 8, our skipper for the day, John O'Slee. At number 9, child actor turned rugby player Jack Costello. And at 10, Felix Isles. At number 11, Vlad Bondarenko. Our centres, Ben Watson. Number 13, Finn McPherson. Number 14, Terry Crazer. And our fullback, Adam Mountford.
Lovely. And officiating today, we have the London Society of Rugby Union referees, and our referee today is Pedro Diogo, with the assistant referees Nick Edmonds and Mark Fusil.
Oh, this is a good line.
Good early start by both teams. Huge intensity from the Kings players trying to win the ball from the ruck.
And we have news from lacrosse. Earlier, UCL men won 10-8 and the KCL women won on golden goal. So the series is balanced now at 7-5 to UCL.
Oh, great.
Beautiful offload to the winger.
UCL.
Here comes UCL's winger. Oh, he sidesteps the defender. And the early try from UCL.
Slide through like butter.
Beautiful from the UCL winger. 5-0 up in the first few minutes.
That is Dan Brewer. He played for Rums last year, who suffered a catastrophic defeat against Kings. Today in our road for recovery, he has sliced through the Kings defence like butter.
Happy with that, Amit? Good early few minutes from UCL?
Very, very
Good
happy.
start.
Let's keep up the momentum, lads. Good stuff.
Who have we got taking the conversion for UCL?
We have Nick Lisling White. He's played MLR Rugby over in America and is also one of the most capped players at UCL. Fingers crossed.
Back him to make the conversion?
100%. Any day of the week. Touch wood.
We are 2 points now on the line for UCL. 5-0 up in the first few minutes. Beautiful start. Fantastic sidestep. Hopefully you're in for a treat this evening. Short conversion. Should be training ground stuff for UCL now.
Oh, too easy.
Far too easy. Almost over the fence.
Let's go, Kings, come on!
Tom, what are Kings going to do now? Going to try and bounce back from that?
It's a slow start from the Kings boys. Got full confidence in the lads. Felix Isles here. We'll put in a deep one and we'll see where we go from there. But full confidence in the Kings lads early doors.
So Tom, tell us who we're looking out for on the pitch today. Who's our star players?
We're looking out for the Warrington O'Driscoll, Ben Watson. Rolling back the years today. He was part of the England youth setup, played for Sale Sharks. Watch out for him at number 12.
And Amit, who are we looking out for on the UCL side today?
So, as I've mentioned, in the red scrum cap, we have Ed Cockman, Italy under-20s and a Rosalind Park player. At 10, we've got Tom Snell. He's a particular player to watch out for. Although he's small, he has a dangerous step and is very aggressive.
Good play here by the Kings defence, keeping the pressure on the UCL as they try to try and break through. Number 10 over the ball.
It's a good goose step over
Good
there.
side step.
He takes contact well.
Breaks quite a few times. They still haven't brought him down. Finally down he goes. King's trying to rip the ball there in the ruck. Plays over the ball for UCL.
I think we're looking for a box kick at the moment.
Referee has blown UCL penalty. Very good start from UCL. Kicks out.
Great kick.
Just what was needed. What are we looking for on the line out? I mean, what are we looking for on the line out from UCL? Is it strength?
So UCL's line-out hasn't really been tested so far this year. We've only had one competitive
Makes the
game.
first one though. Straight to the scrum half.
Straight into contact.
Pedro Dira, the referee there, blowing. UCL ball.
UCL looking to use our width this game. We've got a great back three consisting of Andre Williams, Nick Lisling-White, and Dan Brewer, the try scorer himself. So we're looking to use our hands and get it wide today.
Danger man there on the wing with that beautiful play to get the first try. Another box kick. Another good kick by UCL, getting the valuable yards in early. King still looking for their first answer. Obviously today there will be no scrums or mauls unfortunately due to COVID restrictions. Oh, and UCL have dropped the ball, but they managed to get it back. Kings have got men over the ball. And there's a scrap already starting out.
Here we go.
Here, early drama here at the Varsity Rugby. Tension's already fast.
UC don't want it.
Scoreline doesn't reflect that.
Scoreline still standing at 7-0 to UCL at the moment. Kings letting the pressure get to their head, Tom. Is that what we're seeing getting unravelling?
What's that, mate? Sorry, one time.
Is the pressure already getting to the Kings' head?
I don't think so.
Down so early in
I
the
think we
match?
could tell by the pressure there. UC drop ball. It's all Kings from here.
Obviously, full disclosure, the commentary box do not condone any form of violence on the pitch. Having said that, it's clear Kings are rattled. We move.
Also, full disclosure, there are actually 3 UCL representatives in this commentary box and 1 Kings.
Ref having words there with the captains. We also do not condone heavy drinking.
Look out for big Josh Hall here on the carry. I wouldn't want to stop him.
Kings players lining up.
Tackle that, UC. Tackle that!
Oh,
Tackle that!
Beautiful. Good tackle by UCL.
That's gone backwards, sir.
Oh.
That's gone backwards, sir!
Good pressure from the UCL defence. Kings looking to break through, unable to do so at the moment. UCL well into the Kings half. Kings not yet stepped into the UCL half, I believe.
For those unfamiliar with the COVID regulations, there are currently no scrums in the game, so therefore, hence the pick and goes, etc., etc.
No mauls either, unfortunately.
So, Meet, this is a bit of a road to redemption, isn't it, today? So what are they looking to do after the ban from a year?
So officially I can't speak about the ban, but it is true that UCL...
Off the record?
Off the record. Maybe some other time, but, UCL haven't been able to play varsity for the last 2 years, so this game is just more important than your average varsity. It kind of sets the tone for the rest of the year, and will probably determine what league we end up in. Obviously, we've had a great start, but we're looking to maintain momentum.
Some valuable years lost there for UCL Rugby, but it's brilliant to have them back in the Varsity Series.
Indeed, indeed.
And what a start they're off to. Kings with the ball. Kings trying to break through. Good run there. Strong tackle by UCL. Kings trying to find a weakness, trying to find a hole in the UCL line.
John Honestly on the ball here with the carry. Bosch is one.
A shoe goes flying there. Someone has lost a shoe. Oh, that is a strong run there, but good tackle by UCL. Oh, and he's missed the catch, the King fly half.
That's slippery stuff from Adam Mountford there.
That
great
is a
traction.
great tackle by Tom Snell there. Prevents the offense.
Stop that, UC. Come on.
UCL not allowing Kings to make many yards, retreating slowly back into their own half.
Ed Cockman using his strength to fend off a few players.
UCL have won the ball back. Good right there.
Oh, it's a good tip on.
They're going to look to pass it down the line now. Not hearing much, Tom, from the Kings sideline at the moment. All the noise coming from UCL.
I think the noise heard from the UCL is their exaggeration of the amount of people you can get down tonight. Off the record.
UCL do seem to have brought 2 sets of 15 to the pitch today.
We have an intense support staff regime going on at the moment. We need our water carriers. We need our conversion kickers, etc., etc.
But do you need those 17 nutritionists on the sideline as well?
Officially, yes, it's why we're winning. It looks to be a line out going on. Tom Petty taking the line out. Plays actually professional rugby at the moment for London Scottish, I believe. Also has a history of England Counties rugby.
Incredible ponytail as well, it should be mentioned.
Yeah, shout out to his ponytail. Good
Strong
line from
UCL.
Harrison.
Makes the catch, makes something else, brings defenders down with him. Rock over, UCL still with the ball. Kings men now trying to apply the pressure onto the UCL.
Looking to get backspall going, out the back.
Good, some good dummy runs there by UCL.
That's good hands.
They're one pass off the
Great
wing,
fend.
he's making it down. They're getting closer and closer to that try line. UCL coming knocking for a second now.
UCL really knocking at the door of King's defence at the moment.
That is a strong tackle there. He met quickly by the Kings
Good
defender.
shot.
Oh, he tries to crawl forward, making that extra vital yard.
Try scorer Dan Brewer calling for the ball on the wing. It seems like he's going to get it.
Oh,
it's quick
beautiful
hands.
pass.
Beautiful
The
hands.
winger is
in
free.
the
Oh, and the referee stopped play.
What is Pedro doing? What's he calling for?
Yellow card there for a Kings player, I believe.
It's a yellow card there for Dan Roche, I believe, for a late tackle.
Unfortunately,
And
there.
the UCL will be going for the points.
UCL's left winger, free, had the
Game's
try in
gone
his
soft.
sights. Game has not gone soft. That was a horrendous tackle by Kings.
Game's gone incredibly soft.
The discipline on the other side of London is clearly not there.
And as you can see, UCL's admin staff piping up. They shouldn't be here.
We do have all our PR and marketing team down today.
The 2 social media representatives are very important to the strength of the game.
Penalty now for UCL.
Nicholas and White lining up the kick. Thunder in his eyes.
Now to make the lead up to 10 for UCL.
Like a young Owen Farrell, the way he's lining this up.
London will be purple and turquoise tonight.
Early doors, boys, early doors.
It's true, it's true. The game is not over.
But it is a mountain now for Kings as UCL extend their
Come
lead
on,
to
Kings,
10
let's go,
points.
boys, come on. Heads up, boys, come on.
And that's Tom there providing all the support that Kings can muster for today.
Do you have a retort for that, Tom?
I like playing by the rules, boys.
And we can get behind the rules today. So, officially, no response.
UCL sticking to the rules and still 10 points up.
Quite right, too. Kickoff.
Just a little substitution there. I've noticed Felix Stiles has come off, replaced by number 22, Patrick O'Sullivan.
Penalty to UCL.
Man down as well, it seems. Who have we got on the floor there, Amit? Guessing up now.
This
Should be
is
fine.
Emil Ali. He's a fresher, very good player, very dynamic, great social member as well. Passion all around, really.
Seems a substitution coming on, number 18 for UCL.
This is Emil Bobath. Although he might look like a second row, he can actually play in the back and has amazing hands. Looking forward to seeing what he brings to the table today.
Good kick there by UCL. Another line out to come. And a shout out to UCL and Kings fans watching from wherever you are, tuning in from student bars or at home. Thank you for being with us, and we hope you have a good night of rugby.
Yeah.
UCL now with the line out. Oh, and Kings come away with it though, unfortunately.
The first time we've seen Kings with ball in hand. Let's see what we can do here.
Kings finally in the UCL half.
Here's John Esley on the ball. Sit down, son.
Good tackle there by the UCL men. Trying to get their hands over the ball. And they've won it from the rock. Fantastic defense there from UCL.
This is the game we sought to play in training in the weeks leading up to this. You know, we play our game, we put them on the back foot. It's a great kick from Tom Snell, I believe. Also, a special shout out to Frank May. You know, he couldn't be here today. He was meant to be starting 9. Had a big part in rebuilding the club. You know, as mentioned earlier, it's the road to redemption for UCL, and Frank May had a big part to play in that. So shout out to him. Sorry he couldn't be here.
UCL pushing the ball forwards. Memo on the ball. Yeah, baby. But Kings get the penalty. Tension's heating now as players taking bits out of each other every time a penalty called. That's what we love to see, though.
Come on, UC!
Adam Mountford with the kick. It's a lovely nudge from Adam Mountford there. Let's see what Kings can do with a bit of territory.
Not a bad kick. We're surely hoping to make a bit more distance down the pitch.
Tight angles, tight angles. I got you, Mountford, I got
But
you.
it's the Kings way down here. Everything's done half-assed. Good line out there by Kings.
Costello into Isles. He'll find Finn McPherson.
Good.
That's a good line, that's a good line.
Cleared out by John Esley.
Ran strong but met by UCL defenders. Quick ruck taken.
Great tackle from John Clayson.
We go back for a Kings penalty for advantage. This is better from Kings.
Kings slowly making their way down the pitch. Yet to truly worry the UCL defence.
Is that gone?
Oh, and that's
Controversy here. The Kings players seem to think it's gone into touch.
that is a bad kick from Kings.
Bit of chatter being thrown around.
UCL ball.
The conditions this fine evening are perfect for fast-flowing rugby, and hopefully we'll see some of that on display right now. Out the back to Snell. Cockman takes it hard. Snell calling for it. Inside ball.
Forward, sir.
No, it's not.
It was.
Tom already grasping at short straws so early in the game for the Kings players.
Good grubber. I mean, not grubber, even box kick.
Take Finn, take son.
Oh, what a
get
tackle
off
by
that
Snell there.
ref! Get off that ref!
Good tackle there by Tom Snell to stop the Kings run.
Finn McPherson being absolutely taken from the neck there. Now Mountford will play. Costello has
Strong
free
into the
ball.
right
Free
there.
ball for Kings here. Let's see what they do. Jono to Dan
Can they work
Jones.
it out? Oh, he's
Knock on. We'll take
fumbled
the
it.
penalty.
Surely a knock on.
Go on, UC!
Kings penalty.
So Tom, tell us a bit of what this means to Kings tonight.
This means a lot to Kings tonight. Obviously, we've heard earlier about UCL's ban for 3 years. Obviously, that affected UCL not being able to play in rugby, but that denied us our varsity as well. So the boys will be up for it tonight. We've come off slow, but I'm sure the boys know what this means.
Kick there recovered by UCL's fullback. Kicked out.
Good territory for Kings.
A lot of kicking so far. I mean, is that the plan for UCL?
I think our general plan, we've been playing touch for practically the whole year, and that's really sharpened our hands. So we're hoping to play some flowing rugby through the hands. You've seen that on display. Get it around them, beat them on the wings.
Early 10-point lead, but can surely only just help confidence from now.
I'm feeling confident. I'll be honest with you. Get me on the pitch. I'm ready to go.
On comes the water boys.
And why aren't we playing today, mate?
I actually have a shoulder injury and couldn't make it. But, I'm supporting on the side, commentating strong. Every part of the club's important, from our social media representatives to our water boys to our, social members even.
Amit, formerly, of course, UCL's greatest ever player.
Some would say.
And Tom, how come you're sidelined here with us in the commentary box?
It's a poor selection choice. Simple as that. I'd say if I was at 12 now, it'd be a different scoreline.
Unfortunate. Sour taste in Tom's mouth.
Wash down with beer, mate.
Not that we do have beer here, of course.
Yeah, full disclosure, we are not drinking.
Only 0% here. King's line out.
That must be back on form. It's gone backwards. Come on, Kings.
Kings still with the ball.
Strong defence from
the
UCL.
Furthest they seem to have gotten into the UCL half. And he's called a penalty. For what?
Referee apparently very whistle happy this evening.
UCL running straight back at the Kings defence.
Get off it. Oh.
It's great discipline, this is important in the game.
Kings with their second yellow early of the match. We do not know what that was for. We'll get back to you if we find out. It didn't seem like much happened. I believe Kings are down 2 men at the moment still.
Hopefully UCL can exploit the mismatch they have at the moment. Not that they need it.
Kings down 10 points and down 2 men at the moment.
So Tom, have Kings had any games so far this year?
First game of the season. It's been very difficult with COVID regulations trying to get some games organised. So nothing for us. How about you, sir?
Kings win another line out. Amit, what has been going on with UCL's line out? They don't seem to be winning even their own.
Well, similar to what Tom said,
Let's go, Botto!
We haven't had a lot of games this year, though. We did have a game against Imperial. It was a friendly game, tough conditions. It was raining, 1-20-15. Great performance from lads. Oh,
UCL win it on the bounce.
Absolutely clarted there, but Dan Brewer remains strong.
Fantastic to win
Great
the ball in the air.
presentation. Great handoff from Ed Cockman, the soul destroyer himself. Hands in the ruck.
UCL penalty again. Tom pounding the table. Unhappy with that call again as well, Tom?
Just one question for you guys. We've got 3 UCL people. How much are you paying the ref? You're just taking it back another 10 yards. Open your eyes, ref!
I actually heard the ref went to Kings, so there you go.
Pedro is a legend in the sport, and he would never be biased, and we all know that.
And a legend in loop. Another line out. Good kick by UCL.
Go for it. Petty, with that gorgeous head of hair, is about to throw the line out and put some pressure on the Kings' defence in their 22.
6 men in the line out. Well executed that time by UCL. Tom Snell drops the ball though. Did that go forward? Maybe. I believe the referee has called a knock on.
Unlucky, mate.
Fun fact, Kings was my second choice, as I sure was for many of the players on the pitch currently.
Anything else, or is that it?
Big man there for Kings, making a strong run into the UCL defence.
Here goes Felix Sars. On to Ben Watson. Here we go. Ben Watson kicks forward.
Kicks forward. All but recovered by
Oh, get off as that gone forward, ref.
There's a lot of congestion jab, but UCL do well to win it back.
Listen!
Oh, UCL pick it up out the ruck.
Good handoff from Cockman.
Doesn't manage to make any yards there, unfortunately. And ref has made a
And
call.
we go back for an apparent knock-on, I believe, by Kings, which is an absolute joke because I did not go forward.
UCL back with the ball.
We're looking to take our time, it appears. To Dickinson. Drags it back. It's in the hands of the backs. This is where we're most dangerous.
Well played down the line by
Great
UCL.
line
What
from
a
Harrison
hit!
Hampshire. Great line.
Tom Snell back with the ball. Strong run there. Kicks it forward.
Good grubber.
But Kings pick it up. And that's a good tackle right there by UCL fullback.
Turnover for Kings. Jack Costello. Onto Jishen Fu. Takes it down. Kings over the ball. Forward ball to Josh Hall. And that's gone forward.
Oh, that's an and it's caught by a UCL player.
Sloppy from Kings.
Poor pass there by Kings. Need to try and find their tempo in this game, try and find their own footing.
The knock-on's more important than ever. Obviously no scrums, so rewarded with a free kick.
UCL looking to inject that pace again. Dixon seems to be the first receiver. Looking to drag back, hopefully, and get those hands going again.
UCL back with the ball, back in the Kings half.
Oh, good fend from Cockman.
Strong run.
Hit the
Vital yards.
Strong. At the back, Snell to Dickinson.
Oh,
he's beaten the
through,
line.
surely.
Simple
That's
head.
through,
Harrison
surely.
Hampshire.
And that
He's
is UCL's
through.
second try.
Let's go, UC!
It stands 15-0 to UCL. Conversion coming for 2 points. Beautiful try there. Spread down to the left wing. Opened up the play. Rips apart the Kings defence.
That try
Outnumbered
was
on the
made
left
by
wing.
Dickinson. Did well to hold the ball and not give it too early, and just open the passageway for Harrison Hampshire.
Beautiful try. Is that what you were hoping for a meet tonight?
Indeed. We were speaking before the game. Me and Tom were hoping for a close game, but it is not looking like that at the moment.
So I'm sure you're hoping for better things after this try.
If someone could get the next picture in, that'd be great.
Not that we do have pictures, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Picture of tap water, please.
Come on, UC!
UCL fullback with another conversion kick to make it 17-0 UCL within the first half.
This is a much more difficult kick than Isling's White's last 2 kicks. They're given his track record. Fingers crossed.
Steps to the ball. This is just picturesque stuff from UCL. Oh, and he hits the post.
So
Unlucky from
nearly.
UCL. Unlucky there from the fullback. Lead still stands at 15 points, UCL.
So, Tom, where do you think it's actually going wrong with Kings? Do you think it's the discipline, the structure? Give us your thoughts.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. I don't know. I think what we need to do, we're getting close to half time. We need to get in, regroup. There's a lot of legs on the bus there. We'll come back, we'll regroup, we'll come back stronger. I've got a lot of confidence in these lads. One thing these boys have is heart, so I'm sure we'll be back hard in the second.
Jack Williams with the ball. Cockman screaming for it. Hoping to take some names. Snell. Stratford. Lisling White. Burners running through. He's giving it. He gives it to Brewer. Brewer is through. Brewer is through. It's again.
Oh, it's back to the
He
fullback.
gives it to Lisling White. He's down.
And another strike for UCL.
It's euphoria on the commentary
Yes,
box.
another strike for UCL.
Absolutely
20-0.
gorgeous rugby.
Seconds it feels after the second try.
You would think these boys have been playing for years. They haven't.
For a team that was missing for 3 years, this is incredible stuff. To see them back in the varsity like that, you must be proud of me.
I'm so proud of these boys. We've gelled together so well. And it's not just the players on the pitch, it's the broader squad that have done well turning up sessions. And, we haven't been able to play for 2 years, but we're back better than ever. London is purple.
Our fellow commentator Tom and many of the Kings players now with their heads in their hands. It's a sad sight to see it this early on. 2-point conversion.
The night's still young, fellas. The night's still young.
The night is still young, but the hope is not. The hope has already died, it seems.
Maybe. I got faith in these boys. It's a big second half from the Kings. Come on, the boys. We've seen bigger upsets happen.
2-point conversion now for UCL. The try scorer stepping up.
I think the most important thing for UCL at the moment is to not get complacent. Tom is right. Kings are a passionate team, clearly. And let's just stay focused, boys, and keep our heads in the game. We're nearing half-time. Nick with the kick.
It's good. It looks like it's good. And it's straight down the middle.
Clean.
Perfect kick there by UCL. 22-0 the score stands now within the first half.
Looking at the UCL bench right now.
Let's go, Kings. Come on, boys. Let's go. Come on.
They all seem to be gagging to get onto the pitch.
Shout out T-Dog on the sidelines. Come all the way from Eton tonight.
The chants are going from UCL. Spirits are high. Kickoff. Taken by Ben Harding. Strong line. Jack Williams with the pass to Piers. Strong Thrasher.
Strong run there into the Kings defender.
Great box kick. Good chase. Let's see what the Kings back three can do.
Awkward bounce for Kings.
Great hit from Cotman.
Oh, it's gathered by UCL. Tackled back by Kings. Kings now back with the ball well into their own half, however.
Tom, they can't wait for half-time to come soon enough, can they?
Tom is currently trying to elicit some kind of passion from the Kings bench.
Unfortunately, we have lost Tom from the commentary booth.
It's a sad sight to see.
He tries to get some engagement from the Kings bench, gets none whatsoever. This is a sad sight for Tom and all of Kings.
Let's give it to Tom.
Look, unfortunately we couldn't slide 10 players in unofficially. I'd love to have more of a crowd to work with, but I guess that's just the way UCL work.
Make the rules work for us, mate.
Honestly, we thank our good friends, the referees here at UCL.
Kings in the attack. UCL's flying defense soaring up, pushing them behind the game line. You love to see it.
Good defense here by UCL, constantly pushing the pressure, not letting the Kings offense even time to breathe. Oh, and he fumbles it. Look, he was going for a box kick, but he fumbles the ball. Drives the ball further deeper into the Kings half.
Thank you, ref. Thank you very much. Let's go, Mountford, son! Costello in hot pursuit.
Good kick there by Kings. Bit of an awkward bounce.
Taken by Lisling White. He's got the quick feet. That's Andre Williams, also a very elusive, quick player.
Good attempt.
Clean tackle from Kings. Good presentation from Williams.
Back in there, just go!
Good
Box
kick by
kick
Kings.
from Jack
Got that,
Williams.
Felix? Yes, son. Let's go!
Good hit from Tom Petty at number 1.
Caught by the Kings fly half. UCL players ready to put any pressure on what Kings attempt.
Oh. Seems to be an injury.
There does seem to be a man down from Kings on the sideline.
Let's go, son. Come on. Let's go, Kings.
Play was short.
Into him, lads. Into him.
Very good line speed from UCL there.
UCL stopping Kings from making any yards, though. Kings struggling to find the space. UCL swallowing the Kings offense. And Tom Snell there with the tackle.
Great.
And he rips it as well.
Great rip from Tom
Snell. But it's a penalty for Kings.
Pass gets Tom.
Penalty for Kings. But Tom, who is that there we have down on the sideline?
I believe that's Adam Mountford.
Kings, unfortunately, a player. It seems there seems to be 2 players down now for Kings.
Adam Mountford playing his last game for Kings, a true servant at the club. A real sorry sight to see him on the field down there. Finn McPherson seems to be always down, also down as well. Let's hope that's nothing too serious.
Trying to get these two Kings bodies up off the floor.
Great chants from UCL going on right now.
Fantastic original chat coming from the UCL touchline there.
We can confirm, we agree with the UCL boys, we have still not seen Kings score a try.
There's a surprise.
Obviously, congratulations to Kings women winning their varsity game against UCL. Great game to watch. Hopefully, UCL can maintain their lead over Kings in the men's game. Cross.
One Kings player off the pitch. Tom, who's that we've got there?
I believe that's Adam Mount for going off the pitch. Playing his final game for KCL. That might be his final time on the pitch. I'd like to say a massive thank you to Adam Mount for everything he's done for KCL RFC. Coming on his space is Brendan Liu at 15. Number 23 on his back. All the best, Brendan.
Yes, absolutely. All the best. And quickly have a quick message from the student
And
union.
Henry Woodfine coming on as well. I believe that is for McPherson.
No, we can finish this pod. We've got a substitution. I'll do the student union message in 2 seconds.
Sorry, I thought I said it, yeah. No, I'm good. Okay, I believe that's Finn McPherson coming off for Henry Woodfine at 13.
After some tension in the commentary box here, I can finally do my student union message. So even though KCL and UCL are going head-to-head to win the title of the varsity champions, both sides are in a fight to keep the student central swimming pool open for all club societies and of course the students. Please can we head to the bio of the TeamUCL Instagram to sign our petition and support the cause of keeping activity space alive for all students.
Jack Costello looking for the quick kick. Off he goes. Ben Watson on his right. He'll look for the step. Oh, ref, come on.
Why is the ref stopped it this time?
I'm trying to stay neutral here, but that is ridiculous.
I mean, how do you feel about the refereeing so far?
You know,
I'm sure I love the refereeing so far.
He's well disciplined.
And he stops it.
He's well disciplined, playing the game right, keeping players safe. You know, if Kings want to play foul, they'll be punished for it.
That is almost a perfect kick by Kings, right by the try
I can
line.
almost see the £100 that Amit has paid to the UCL ref right in his back pocket.
I just want to reiterate that the commentary box remains neutral throughout the game.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, go UCL. Well done.
We've actually broken the man, it seems. Poor guy.
UCL win the line out.
Great D from UCL on our try line. It's what we've been working on all season, you know, keeping our D up, keeping our heads up, playing smart rugby. Great box kick from Jack Williams.
How do you define great?
One by the UCL winger.
That's how I define it, mate. One by. Almost poetic justice.
Yeah, that is.
Arch Dixon calling for the ball. Takes two defenders to get him down. Emil binding on. Taken by Jack Williams. To John Clayson. The human Swiss Army knife. He can literally play it anywhere, as mentioned earlier. Capped for Austria.
Tom Snell there with a low pass.
Yes, lad, yes!
Oh, that is a beautiful tackle.
Go, Kings, let's go!
Right by the UCL try line. UCL still with the ball. Good box kick.
Here is Vladimir Bondarenko on the ball. Steps one. Steps two. Taken by the third. Jack Costello looking for Red Freeman. In he goes. The first bit of sustained possession we can see for KCL in the game. And here's Jake Overton. Gets up to the gain line.
Good pressure by the UCL defence, not allowing many yards to be made by
Costello.
the Kings players. Oh, and that is a
Loose
poor
pass.
pass by Kings.
Dan Roche back on the field. Here he goes. Yeah, good yards from Dan.
Rolls it forward to get those few extra.
Good fend from
handoff
Batty.
there
Good
by
fend from
Kings
Michael
player.
Batty there.
Strong hand.
Well to recover and make the chop
And here's
tackle.
Felix again. Brendan Loop. Little shimmy from Jack Costello, taken down. Here's Batty.
Here come Kings trying to find a crack in the so far
Kings finally putting some faces together here.
UCL defense. UCL defenders ready to pounce. No one falls for the dummy. Poor decision there by the Kings player.
Here's Costello onto Josh Hall. He's a big unit. Stop that, son!
Look at the size of that train.
Poor presentation, but I believe Kings still have the ball. And they don't.
You know, it seems the discipline of Kings seems to be what's really their Achilles heel today. Hopefully that'll be sorted out by next season. Fingers crossed. Lisling White to take the kick. Player to watch today. Just makes it into touch.
Kings player tried to keep it in there. Unlucky not to be able to do so. Yet another line out. Well into the Kings half.
UCL set play tends to be our strength. Looking to see what moves he can bring to the table during this attack. The back line seems to be setting deep. Obviously looking to run a play. Eyes on Andre Williams.
Not quite sure what UCL are playing at.
Seemed calculated though.
Seems to get a second go, UCL. Always seems to get a second go.
Funny that. Well, that's fine.
Good take from UCL.
Just smashing
Jack
the ball.
Williams to Snell. To Stratford. Runs hard.
Tries to run through the middle there. Met by many Kings defenders.
Jack Williams.
UCL
Snell.
back down the line.
Oh, good take
skip
from
pass.
Nick.
Hands off one.
Beats
Still on the
players.
feet, just about.
Oh,
that's
unfortunate.
Finally, the Kings' pressure pays off. KCL on top here coming into this break at half time.
Kings take it quickly.
Get out of it, son. There we go. Come on, boys.
Kings pass it
Here's
backwards.
Felix. Finds Woodfine.
Oh,
Great tackle from our centre.
Clear that, lads. Clear that. Oh.
Stop the UCL attack straight away. And another penalty for UCL. UCL with a penalty now.
And the water boys stream onto the field to rejuvenate their... No, they've been told to come back.
Shout out to Nima, the backbone of the club.
Where would you be without your water boy? Nima, from everyone in the commentary box and from everyone at UCL and Kings, we love you.
Lining up for the kick. Lisling White. Silence falls upon Richmond Stadium.
To increase UCL's lead by a further 3 points. Kings still with 0. If you look in the top left of your screen on the scoreboard, you will see the 0 by the Kings name. Oh, that's a
Clean
good kick.
As to be expected by our very own MLR player. Tom is going for a pint of water just to, you know, lubricate his spirits. Maybe a bad choice of words.
And that is half time. Could be back with us shortly.
Great performance from UCL. You can see, you know, all the support staff getting onto the pitch. You know, that's what UCL is about. You know, we're more than just one first team. We're a whole club. And, you know, we all play for each other today. Even the commentary box, apparently, we have actually scared off the Kings commentator.
He's run. He's fully run.
All right.
But anyway, we'll be back in 10 minutes. Enjoy your break. Get a drink. Have a great time. And it's all the King's horses and all the King's men, but can they put the purples in their place again as the UCL lead at half-time, 25 to a sad nothing. A strong performance here from the first half. Amit.
That kickoff just really set the tone for how King's been playing today. Short, and just all-round hideous.
Joined, of course, back in the commentary box by me, Raphael Hofer, Harris Morris, Amit, and unfortunately our King's representative has gone off to get some tissues for his tears. He will be back shortly, hopefully, recuperated and regenerated.
Just want to say a quick shout out to all my UCL homies watching from home. Sorry I couldn't be here today, but it's great to have you watching. This is what it's about.
Obviously, we do appreciate everyone in the King Sports Bar watching as well.
Yeah, obviously, without saying.
Oh, good kick.
Good kick.
Oh, and he's got the legs
He's
on
chasing
him.
it. He's got wheels. He's got wheels. He dodged that. Gorgeous try. Absolutely gorgeous.
And just as Tom is coming back into the commentary box.
And the King's president himself, perfect timing to give a comment on that amazing try.
I didn't see it, so what happened?
Oh, Tom.
You know what?
You do not want to know.
It's for the best because you just witnessed a homicide. That's what it was.
Beautifully chased back by, I believe, Nick, the UCL fullback. Had the legs on all the King's defenders there. Beautiful kick. Friendly. Oh, exquisite by UCL. Shout out T-Dog.
The try was created by Tom Snell's gorgeous floating pass, switching the play, setting up Nick to do the kick through. All round, the kind of flowing rugby UCL were hoping to play today.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, boys. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. So off. You've been fucking nursing that one.
2-point conversion now from the try scorer.
God knows what's being said at the King's Corner at the moment. Hopefully, it's something that can liven up their style of play. Let's go, UC!
King's player there on the floor seems to have a calf problem, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Do you not quote me on that?
That's club captain John Lee down there. Absolute warrior for the club. Great servant. Horrible team on the floor at the moment. Let's hope he's well.
King's already a man down, of course. Hopefully they don't lose any more as they try to mount a comeback in the second half.
Not at the moment.
Waiting to see now what's going to happen to our King's player on the floor. Obviously an ambulance right by him. Lucky place to fall down.
Just say something bad about UCL.
The problem is, I'm just going to. Beautiful.
I reckon we need to balance the
If we score a try, I'm going to go absolutely mental.
Oh, and that conversion's well off by this try scorer.
Is that the sign of things to come? King's coming up for the kickoff.
Hopefully not. That was about 10 feet wide there by the UCL fullback.
Yeah, you wouldn't find the King's kicker doing that. Of course, we haven't seen him today, but you wouldn't find the King's kicker doing that.
Obviously, we are playing a quiz at the moment. Winner to guess who the King's kicker actually is.
Oh, you'll find out, mate. You'll find out. On comes a 40-point onslaught from the boys in red and white. Let's go, Phoenix!
Great take from Emil Ali. Gorgeously taken. Petty shouting for the ball. Makes lines.
Head down. Doesn't
Head
manage to
down.
make any yards, unfortunately. Good pressure from the King's defence.
It ain't pretty, but it's honest work.
UCL captain there with the ball. Met again by the King's defence. Oh, and Kings get the
It's
ball.
a bit messy.
Kings trying to find a gap through that UCL line.
Kings testing the UCL defence. UCL flooding up, beating the gain line.
Better play by Kings now, looking after the ball a little bit, but good pressure from the UCL defence. And that's a strong run there by the Kings prop.
Looking to take him out into touch.
Out on the sideline there.
And I've got a question, Amit. So Tom Petty, number 1. What's happened to his headband in the half?
I think it's a fashion statement, to be fair. But the only statement that's being made today is that UCL have consolidated their position as the rugby players of London.
Kings now with the ball. Hoping to get their first try. Not a bad kick at all there by Kings. Line out.
Fantastic touch find for Miles there. Fantastic.
Much closer to the UCL try line. Kings slowly approaching. Kings with the line out. Short line out. Good routine. Well executed there. Oh, he cuts
Costello
inside. Head down there by Kings, trying to make some yards. Picked up straight away. Where's the ball? We can't see it. I believe the Kings still have the ball. Slowly getting closer and closer to that UCL try line. Good pressure by the UCL defence, not allowing any of the Kings a yard of air. So what's the Kings' tactics now? Are we looking at them just trying to creep slowly towards the try line?
I think what we do here is we carve open the defence about 7 times in a row, and I think we're on for the victory. That's my honest take.
Kings playing a bit wider now.
This is fantastic face play from Kings here.
Kings dominating the ball. Oh, beautiful!
Oh, yes!
What a handoff there by Kings behind the back.
That's what we were missing all game.
In the UCL defence. And a penalty.
Get him off the field!
The Kings president there voicing his opinions. Beautiful play.
That's what we're after, baby.
A yellow for UCL.
That was diabolical.
Who's coming off now for UCL?
That is Ben Harding coming off. Also a finalist player. Very proud of him. Everything he's given to the club. Shout out to Ben Harding.
UCL's first
yellow card of the game. Going for the line.
Oh, he goes for the charge. He makes good yards.
And we're inside the 5-metre line here. Kings probing with an attack.
Here come Kings. Another pickup, but that's good defence by UCL. Pushes him back a little bit. Kings try again, surely.
Costello at the base. Finds
that's
Ben Watson.
Good pass. Oh, that's even better
makes a little
defence. Here come Kings again.
It's like forward ball here.
Surely all they want to do is
making little yards, but good face play from Kings. Here's Red Freeman. Goes for the line.
Oh, now he's making yards.
Good yards from Red Freeman there. Good progress from Kings. Let's hope this can materialise.
Try line is getting ever closer.
Working our way towards the touch line here. Costello at the base. Finds Joshua.
Oh, no.
And that's gone forward. It's a penalty to Kings.
Oh, it's a penalty to Kings.
Jake Overton will look to go quick here.
I'm sure you nearly all.
And here he goes. Jake Overton for the line. Penalty try. Kings on the board. Let's go.
Let's go, KC.
Izzy Barton, what have you got to say?
Let's go, KC. Up the Jake Overton, up the frosted tips. Hell of a fucking haircut. Hell of a try.
I apologise for any unsavoury language you might have heard there on the stream.
We are, of course, PG rated. This is a family show before the watershed. We thank our guest commentator there.
But Kings are on the board. This is Istanbul all over again. Up the Kings.
Congratulations, King, getting their first try of the night.
It goes without saying that was actually a very good try. Well done, Kings, on that try.
Works it beautifully. Tom, happy with the execution there? Working it closer and closer. Taking
fantastic execution there. That's what you call textbook rugby. Yeah, that's what you taught. That's what you taught at day one. Fantastic from Kings.
Not trying to get the insane pass off.
Unlike UCL, we don't like running in the tries. We'll take the penalties. Fantastic work from Kings there, and we're on the board. Only up from here. Let's go, Kings.
Penalty try there to Kings.
Lisling White with the kickoff, looking to restart UCL's attack. Kicks it deep. Just off.
Oh, mate, it's only 24 points.
Only 24 points from the King's commentator.
Okay, 24 points, what's that? That's 3 converted tries in the penalty, and we're back in the game, baby. And that's quick maths.
He's now back with the ball.
Ambitious.
Let's go, Kings! We're on top here, baby! Let's go! Come on!
UCL looking to utilise our flooding defence. Great hit!
What a tackle.
Can't see who that is, but I will let you know.
As he gets to the floor, I believe it's UCL's flanker.
That is Archie Dickinson.
Great tackle from him there to stop the Kings with
Josh
pressure.
Hall here. Yeah, you're not going to stop 120 kegs.
Oh, but
That's
UCL
hands on the floor, ref. We've all seen that. Thank you very much.
No,
Ref has got his glasses on, finally.
penalty Kings awarded there.
UCL just teething into the second half. Back to Kings.
Isles for the line. Good touch find. Great touch find from Felix Isles there. Let's see if Kings can build on the pressure they built from the penalty try.
Cameron Schicht on for Piers, Ireland. Great half from him. Powerful tackles, aggressive play, great rucking, something that often goes unnoticed in the modern game, but we're proud of him nonetheless.
Tell us a bit about your coach today. Who's the coach for this evening?
Well, you know, this is where UCL are unique to other London unis. We don't actually have a coach. All we're binded by is blood, sweat, and camaraderie. And, you know, Cockman has been dubbed...
And disaffiliation.
My official stance, I'm not familiar with this term. But, you know, we actually don't have a coach. And Ed Cockman, the man in the red scrum cap that has been taking names all day, has actually been leading the sessions. And, you know, it goes to show that's why we're winning. But hopefully next season we can get a coach, get a proper structured season going, you know, consolidate our position. Nick Lissing-White with the kick.
Yeah, I would be on the field if that was the case.
No bad kick there by UCL. Another line out coming.
Cheers from the women's rugby. Great to see it.
Seemingly forgotten there, bashing by Kings women earlier this evening.
That's the positive we take out the evening. KCL RFC women absolutely putting it through for the club. Fantastic performance from them earlier. I don't know the exact score, but it was an absolute
I believe
destruction.
It was 31-0 or 36-0.
We'll go with 36-0. Absolutely fantastic performance from the KCL RFC women.
Obviously, Kings men showing what UCL women couldn't do by scoring their first few points. Just gone.
Let's
and
go,
now they're back on the offense. Find a gap through the line. That strong UCL line. Good layoff there by Kings.
Good hit from...
Let's go, Kings! Come on!
Cockman.
Bit of pushing there in the right.
Good hit from Clayson. Schicked over.
Kings finding some momentum now in their
Looking
offense.
to sub the guards.
Constantly pushing.
Archie Morris
beautiful
goes
pass.
in. Irabe Jide makes the hit.
Kings making yards now. Creeping forwards. Here comes a big man.
Kings' momentum seems to be really picked up this half. UCL forced the knock on.
Oh, Tom Snell gets the ball though. Oh, and he... Oh, UCL's blown his whistle there. What for?
I believe the ref was playing the advantage for UCL.
Well, there's a fight on the pitch.
Bit more aggression. Just goes to show the passion from both halves, both sides even. You know, for lack of anything, from both sides, passion has been very high. That's what we love to see. And in the commentary box.
It's been electric at meet.
I think the commentary box has been fairly tame. For me, at least.
Still hopeful though, Tom?
Of course, my friend. Of course.
Tom leaning back with his hands up.
The passion,
taking his time. Just
the
enjoying
passion
evening
never
here in Richmond.
dies. I'm going for a KCL 31, UCL 30 victory. That's my early prediction. You heard it here first. Stick a £20 on that.
Obviously, bets can be taken at the IOE bar. Just
guys, if you want to make a quick £20, I'd message Tom ASAP. Whoever's looking to hit a lick tonight.
Hit a lick.
What is hit a lick?
What does hit a lick mean?
Just chatting absolute waz at the moment.
Hit a lick there from my co-commentator. That's UCL all over. You can have the performance on the pitch all you like.
I would like to say
Hit
that
a
is
lick.
not UCL. At UCL, we do not.
That
also
chat
hit
was
a
not
lick.
reflective of UCL at all. It was a lapse in judgment. I rescind the previous comment.
Amit is a volunteer and nothing else.
Yeah.
We thank him for his charity work by giving us his time.
I thought I was getting paid for this.
So, Tom, which subs have come on for Kings today?
I think Tom's missed the subs.
A brief scan of the pitch.
We'll try and find some substitutions for you.
I don't actually. There's actually been none since we last did the substitutions.
Okay.
I don't think anyway.
If Tom notices that there has been, we'll get back to you on that.
UCL have made some significant subs. On the wing, we have Ire Ajibde coming on. He's a fresher, electric pace, great step. In squeezing in at centre, we have... Oops.
It's a yellow card for UCL
yellow
here.
card
Is
for
there a
UCL?
way back for Kings? Isles will look for the tap and go.
What happened there, Remy?
15 v 14.
He was mouthing off to the referee. Gets what he deserves, I think.
We can only imagine dissent from UCL, which, as we know from the last 3 years, is not uncommon.
Obviously, UCL University of the people for the people. Kings very much for the elite and privileged.
Do you have a response, Tom?
Yeah, let's see some authentication on that. That is cons of one.
Oh, that is a great run there by the Kings on the right wing. Oh, snuck in. Little handoff. The UCL penalty.
That must be an actually 20 quid from the UCL coach, surely there.
He's working for his bonuses tonight.
Archie Morris slipping into centre, I believe.
Ball back with UCL, well in their half.
Great kick from Nick Lisling-White.
Kick just line out will be just short of the halfway line. Still UCL half. Obviously, please don't forget, if you want to keep the student swimming pool open, head over to the student...
Head over to the TeamUCL Instagram and sign the petition. Thank you.
link in bio. Terms and conditions apply. That is
amazing throw.
Oh,
kicks it.
Tom Snell gets the kick on it.
Creative play
Oh,
to
that
be
is
expected
fantastic
by
play.
UCL.
No one saw that coming.
Injected some excitement into the game. That's what we
Great
love
kick there
to
by
see.
Tom Snell to move the ball up the pitch. Line out now at least over 20 metres from where it was originally. Kings line out.
Kings line out.
Well executed. Well, referee blows again.
Was the call not straight? I'm not sure.
Kings now with their second chance. Another good line out there
Good
by
line out
Kings.
from Kings.
Oh, but that's
Unfortunate
awful
knock
there.
on from Kings.
I believe the Kings scrum half.
Jack
they're
Williams
fumbling the
takes
ball.
it.
Oh, stays on his feet. Of course he does.
Great strength from Cockman.
Rooted to the
Dixon
pitch.
takes the ball.
Back come UCL.
Jack Breen, also an oncoming fresher, usually plays on the wing, coming in at flanker today, looking to see what pace and strength he can inject into the game.
Come on, UC!
No response there from the UCL sideline.
I think some of you will find we did get one thumbs up.
Yeah, we actually did. Yeah, thumbs up.
UCL now with the ball. Oh,
Quick
that
little
is a
goose
strong
step
run.
from Cockman.
Little hesitation there in the feet, makes the yards. Tom Snell
Snell runs hard.
little skip. Gets the ball.
Good
Gets the
take
pass
from
off.
Dickinson. Archie Morris takes it.
Oh,
Wide
that's
pass to Ire Jibde. Oh, great
what a
strength to
try.
get over the line. Demolishes them.
Oh, beautiful try. Only just on
Beautiful
the
try.
pitch. Only just on the pitch. Comes down the right wing. Steps inside.
Made
Cuts back
from
inside.
a fresher try, to say the least, made from Archie Morris's flat pass, misses the man to Ire, releases the feet over the try line, as you like it.
Beautifully executed. Left the defender for dead. Skip past two. Went cut back inside. The acceleration was unstoppable. Another try for UCL.
UCL lead now back to 30 points. No, less than that. A little bit less.
I'll tell you what, lads. The highlight reel for this game is going to be glorious.
Very purple, though.
Quite right, too.
UCL's kicker stepping up for another conversion. Tough position. Far out right. Obviously missed one. Misses last kick here. It's from a similar position.
Take another picture. No, actually, no.
Gets ready, takes the kick.
What's the score in the second half? 7-all.
This will be it'll be 12-7 now.
Oh, and he's hit it far right again. Same position, kicks it the same way. Both kicks from that side now about 10 feet to the right. Norwich UCL building a comfortable lead, and we do have a goose on the pitch as well, in the Kings half. Obviously, this goose has pestered us all throughout the women's game.
Let's go, Kings. Come on, boys. Let's go.
Kings with the kickoff. UCL set up to receive. Good kick. Emil Ali.
Oh, he's fumbled it though.
He's fumbled it.
Buddy!
Unfortunate. Great kick.
That's all Patrick O'Sullivan, that. What a kick. Fantastic guy.
Good kick there. Oh, Tom, we have a new number 21 on the field.
Who's this?
21.
21, number 21.
20+1.
This is Mikey Boyd, master's student, former rugby league player, taking it quick to Michael Batty. Off he goes. Eat that. Here's Red Freeman.
Good pressure there by the UCL defense, pushing the Kings back the other way.
O'Sullivan to
Back to Kings. Great tackle there by number 21 for UCL.
Is that not a maul, sir? Ooh.
Oh,
nasty landing there for number 6.
Hopefully he's okay. He seems to be getting up fine.
O'Sullivan. Out to Wiles. Great step from Wiles. You find it out the back. And apologies, my eyesight's not so good. I can't see who that is on the far side.
Hopefully you've got some great zoom work on the camera for you.
Yeah.
King still with the ball.
Mikey to Paddy. Paddy out the back to Felix Isles. Isles to Jake Overton. Little goose step from Jake.
Draw the defender.
Jake finds Felix.
Oh, good offload.
Felix out to Vladimir Bondarenko.
Out on the wing.
And he steps in field. Does very well to keep it inside. Kings still on the ball. Great work from Kings. Here's Mikey Boyd to Jake Overton. Jake Overton takes the ball in. Jay Honley clears out. Mikey Boyd back on the ball. Now here's Henry Woodfine. Good step from him. Yards from him. Let's hope Kings can hold the ball.
Kings with momentum
Mikey Boyd out to Patrick O'Sullivan. Little chip over. Ben Watson fumbles on, but I believe it's a penalty back for Kings. It is.
Great work there by Kings.
Fantastic.
What we're seeing at the moment.
That's what we should have been from the start of the game. I've got a lot of faith in this side. The last 5 minutes proves that we're a great side. Unfortunately, we didn't turn up in the first half. But what a good passage of play for Kings there.
Hoping to keep the momentum for the rest of the second half.
I think so. I mean, what's the score now? 35-7. Easy work for Kings. That's only 28 points. We'll take the draw at this stage. That's an absolutely beautiful touch find from Paddy O'Sullivan. Into the UCL 22.
No, Tom Petty, I believe they're running onto the pitch after his yellow card.
No qualms about it. Kings have been playing very well for the last few phases. Hopefully UCL can get back into our rhythm, start dominating the game again. Obviously, we're leading quite comfortably. Good pass.
Good line out there by Kings.
Jen, good carry.
Kings quick with men over the rock there. Kings still with the ball, but UCL defense.
Mikey boy, Dan Roche. Dan Roche making some
Oh,
yards.
that is a strong
Very good carry
run
from
there
Dan
by the Kings
Roche.
prop.
And Mikey Boyd finds himself at the back of the ruck. He'll find Dan Jones, I believe. Mikey Boyd finds up again. Patrick O'Sullivan. He's found Woodfine.
Oh, and what a tackle by UCL. Forces the Kings base to drop the ball.
Great
little
defense from
hesitation
Kings.
step there from
And
the
a great defense
fullback.
from UCL even. UCL looking to reset.
UCL's captain now with the
making
ball.
it tough yards. Ed Cockman. Jack Williams looking to exit. It's a messy ruck.
Oh, that is
hands
a
all over the place. Can't even tell you what's happening.
Oh, and the ref calls that as a UCL penalty. Messy right there. Men flying over the ball.
You're guessing, ref.
That is an RFU qualified ref. He was not guessing.
Oh, man, I'll happily listen. To be fair, mate, I've come pretty close.
UCL would like to thank the referee Pedro Diego for his service.
I'm sure you would.
Legend.
Let's go, King. Come on, boys. Come on. To the end, boys. Let's go.
UCL looking to capitalize on the territory we've just gained. Hopefully can spin it out back to our wings.
Substitution here for UCL.
John Clayson back on. Been making hits all over the place. He's everywhere, to be fair. The Swiss Army knife.
We'd again like to thank the Water Boys for being here. We're seeing
Water
great
break.
huddles from both
Come on,
sides.
Kings. Let's go, boys. Come on. Come on, Kings.
Amit, what are we saying in this huddle now? What's the last finishing final words?
You know, I think UCL are just trying to tell each other to stay composed, keep up our momentum, play with our heads, you know, stay calm, and, you know, just stick to the game plan we had coming into this. Playing it through the hands, securing the ruck, making sure we have our guards around the ruck. Tom, what do you think has been said during the Kings ruck? I mean,
Okay, no. What I'd say is that at the end of it, it's credit to these boys. It's not been our day for sure, but you know, I know how hard these boys have worked. You know, it's not been our day today. It won't make anything nicer for them, but you know, credit to the boys for coming out tonight and giving a good show.
it goes without saying, you know, it's been a great game to watch, and both sides have really turned up. And, you know, it's just been a pleasure.
Great line out there by UCL.
Cockman takes the ball.
The captain with the ball.
Pull down. Great rocking over from
Hands
Petty.
over by Kings players.
Jack Williams.
Trying to rip the ball out from the right there.
Emil at point. Looking to take it hard.
Shot red.
Great tackle from Kings.
Good stuff, Red.
Stops in there in his track.
Spun out to Jack Brewer. Good strength. Rocked over.
UCL setting up a line. Playing it down the left
Out
now.
the back to Stratford. To Josh Sharon.
Tackle.
UCL switching the play there to the other side of the pitch. Setting the line up now back onto the other side. Good pressure there by the Kings defenders.
Joshua Sharon, one of our more explosive players. Hasn't got a lot of time on the ball today, but looking forward to see what he can
Here
bring.
comes Tom now. Here comes the captain. Oh, he's staying on his feet.
Does well to beat the tacklers.
Breaks 3 or 4 tackles there from the Kings defenders. Cannot be brought down in that red scrum cap.
Petty taking it hard.
No one's with him though.
Snell calling for the ball. Takes it. Runs hard.
Oh, he
Pits
runs
defense.
hard.
Out the back. So nearly.
Kings get the ball off the floor.
Jake Overton making the break. Hoping some quick ball for Kings here. Penalty advantage Kings. We'll have that. Let's go.
Go, boys. Go. Go, Mikey. Take it. Don't slow it down.
UCL getting the lucky there with time to
Penalty advantage Kings. O'Sullivan will look for the corner. Doesn't make touch.
Out
He
to the
takes
last
ball,
try
looking
scorer.
to release his feet. He's done him so dirty. Oh my
hard.
God.
Hits hard. Keeps going.
I think his
feet.
ankles are off the pitch.
Tackle, Mikey.
Here come the men back. Here come
Petty
UCL
takes it
back
hard,
right forward.
beats
Tom
game
Petty there
line.
with the hit. UCL back out the ruck to Tom Snell.
Snell
to the
gets it.
captain.
Great line.
Oh, what a
great
hand.
hand. We're playing for G in rugby today.
Back from UCL. Oh, and that's intercepted off the noggin.
It's so offside. It's unbelievable.
That was exciting.
Great play.
Good stuff, Emil.
Great forward there play by the UCL offense and good pressure by the Kings defense. Stopped by one stray Kings player.
I think the real highlights of today have definitely been the back three from both sides. You know, great footwork, great pace, great strength.
Another line out well into the Kings half.
Passing on to Tom.
Thank you, Amit. I do appreciate that. No comment at this stage. We have a UCL line inside the Kings 22. Let's see what they can do. A very effective lineup by UCL today.
Kings.
Oh, it's a
Kings
beautiful
win it,
turnover
though.
from Kings.
Great defense there on the UCL line.
Jake Overton, you are a wizard, son.
Kings now with the ball. Penalty called though for UCL.
That's taken quick by
UCL taking it
UCL.
quick. But he's smothered there by the Kings defenders. Right by the try line though. And try is another try score there for UCL. Right in the far corner. Great play by the UCL.
Definitely a forwards try. Done well to secure the ball there. Take it hard. Run straight. Lisling White looking to make his conversion today.
Another one on the far side of the pitch. Well out, let's see if we can get the extra 2 points for UCL.
Sub happening currently. Callum Bobarth on for Ed Cockman. I believe. Ed Cockman, personally my man of the match for today. He's been everywhere.
And a round of applause as the captain of UCL comes off. A man of the match performance there. Comes off the pitch.
Hard lines. Great tackling. Great rocking.
And of course
hopefully he can... Callum Bobarth can, you know...
And of course he has a smiling face as he comes off the pitch. Well deserved. Well won.
That's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's not just about winning. It's about enjoying yourself. Kings really putting that to the test today, though, to be fair.
And the conversion is good. What a kick there by the UCL fullback.
Let's go, Kings. Come on, boys. Let's go. Let's
UCL
go,
now comfortably in the lead as we come to the closing stages of Varsity Rugby 2021.
UCL setting up to receive.
Formidable formation there by UCL.
Good kick. Cameron Schicht manages to keep the ball in UCL hands. Ben Harding takes it well to Jack Williams. Back to Schicht. Runs hard. Rock secured. To Snell. Petty.
Quick passing. The
great vision. Good feet.
Look at that feet.
Amazing feet.
Look at those feet.
Creating space out of nowhere.
Lightning feet
is
there
his
from the
MO.
UCL winger. UCL back with the ball.
Good, Emil.
Strong run, but well met by the Kings defenders.
Snell
UCL still with the
calling
ball.
for it.
Scrum half picks
Show
up.
and go from Jack Williams.
Right word from Marky Boyd.
Oh,
Petty
and now we're
secures
getting
it.
what a handoff. What a strong handoff.
Great strength shown from Petty there.
Good work, Kings. Let's go, boys.
Oh, and well, that's a bit of a shove there from the Kings' scrum half, I believe. Pressure getting to his head, Tom, do you think?
No, I wouldn't have thought so. I think
Back come Kings now. Strong run
strong
there.
line from Michael Batty there. Mikey Boyd's looking energetic since he's come on. It's Patrick O'Sullivan out the back to Ben Watson. Ben Watson makes the break.
Kingsmen setting their line to the left.
And here is James Houghton, I believe, on the ball.
Well met
Kings
there by
have to
the
look
Kings
to working through the
defenders.
phases.
Kings still with the ball.
Mikey Boyd to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan with a little chip. He's
good
found a
kick.
lovely bit of space there. Very good work from O'Sullivan.
Great
Very
kick there
good
by
work.
Kings. Tom, happy with that play?
Good up. You got to happy with that play. It's fantastic direction from Patrick O'Sullivan there. Obviously, if we could have had that 60 minutes earlier, we would have loved that. But fantastic from Patrick.
Line out coming up.
No, good territory from Kings. UCL to take the line out. Petty setting up.
UCL been a bit worse on the line outs than Kings. Hoping to be able to catch this one.
In the closing minutes of this game, UCL's support staff making a lot of noise. And it's great to see that both sides are giving them their all, even at the end of this game. Respect to Kings.
Well played by Kings, only 2 minutes
100%.
left now.
It's Jishen Fu on to James Houghton, I believe. Mikey Boyd again, looking good since he's come on. Is Ben Watson. You'll find Patrick O'Sullivan. It's a Woodfine.
Well worked
I
down
do
the line.
apologise, it's a bit too far away for me to see there. Mikey Boyd into the forward ball.
Good pressure by the UCL defence.
And here's Jishen Fu. Here's Patrick. Patrick O'Sullivan. Makes a good amount of yards there. Patrick O'Sullivan will keep going. Great yards from him there.
Kings pressuring the UCL
That's
defence
got
in
it.
these final seconds of the game.
It's good face play from Kings here. I think that's Jay Honley on the ball there, making very good yards.
On the UCL 22 now.
And there goes Red Freeman. Boyd to Dan Jones.
Another head.
Jones gets taken down. Mikey Boyd to Patrick O'Sullivan. A rush defence. Great, fantastic vision from O'Sullivan there. And UCL will look for the turnover. Mikey Boyd picks up onto Felix Isles. Michael Batty looks for a good run. Fantastic line. Dan Roach picks up the ball. He's still got it. Woodfine to Bondarenko. Bondarenko with the ball now. Steps inside.
Great tackle there
KCL will
by
do well here
Thompson.
to avoid the turnover. And they haven't.
Oh, you're making it up, Brad!
Great tackle from Tom Snell to create that penalty.
But what you
Till the
can't,
end, Kings. Come on, boys. Heads up. Till the end. Let's go.
but what you can't say is Kings haven't given up. They're still fighting right till the very end, heart in their pockets. They're giving it all, aren't they, Tom?
100%, and that's what varsity is about, you know. It's great to see.
Good
Nick with
kick.
a lovely
That is
deep
an
kick.
almost perfect kick there.
With the modern game, kicking is such a big part of it, and Nick seems to have learnt that very well. We're now camped back into Kings' 22, I believe. UCL with the line out.
Tom Petty back feeding in the ball.
UCL secure this line out. Petty with the throw. Piers sent
Good line out
up.
there by UCL.
Jack Williams with the
executed.
ball. Snell getting the ball. Quick feet.
Oh, he makes
Very
yards
good
there.
line. Very good line. Jack Williams to John Clayson. Takes two.
Here comes
Jack
UCL.
Williams takes it in.
What can they do in the last few phases of the game? Oh, Kings get the ball. Kings have away with the ball.
Kings take the ball. Good
Good.
offload from Kings.
Great
Oh,
run
that's
from
a
Jay Hon Lee.
strong hit there by Kings.
Great run, strong run is Jay Hon Lee.
Here come Kings again.
Ooh.
At the moment, so inside their own half.
Subs on. Emil Ali off. Great performance. Great fresher. Very proud of him. Cockman on. It looks like John Stratford, the club president, is off. Shout out to him. Done loads to keep UCL afloat over these 2 difficult years. Oh no, rescinding that comment. It's Jack Williams off. Don't know who's playing at 9. At a guess, I reckon it's John Clayson, who does play at 9, but don't quote me on that. Wait, Carl, who's playing at 9?
Both teams are setting up for the final few seconds of the game.
I believe Archie Morris is playing at 9 for the final few minutes. Haven't actually seen him play 9 before, but looking forward to see what dynamism he brings.
UCL have the ball. Kings half.
To Clayson, to Snell. Ed Cockman takes it hard. Knock on, Kings ball. Seems to be an injury on the pitch.
Another man down there for Kings.
Tom, could you let us know who that is for the viewers?
I'm trying to look that out. I can't tell with the scrum cap on.
So, as we come to the final few seconds, proud of the Kings of the UCL team, what they've managed to do today.
You know, as the sun sets on Richmond Athletic.
What a beautiful sunset we have here in Richmond as well.
Gorgeous. It seems like London is purple again.
The clouds are purple, the pitch is purple.
I've just been informed by my associate that technically Kings are ahead on aggregate over the 2 games. So, London is red tonight. Thank you very much.
A shallow victory there for Kings.
At this point, beggars can't be choosers, so he'll get what he gets. But, you know, men's
Tom,
rugby.
overall, still proud of your performance from your Kingsmen?
Of course, still proud of the boys. You know, they put in everything over these last 6 weeks, and unfortunately wasn't tonight. But here we go. Here's Michael Batty. He's been taken into touch. Good bit of play there. Of course, I'm proud of the boys. Look, it wasn't our night tonight,
but it's a tough year with COVID, and they've still managed to make it out.
Of course, you know, this is our first game. I think that's where we were lacking tonight. The cohesion wasn't there. You know, it's a talented group. Unfortunately, we couldn't show ourselves tonight. But I'm proud of the boys. Of course, I am.
Surely it only goes up from now.
Of course, you know, we'll reassess next year.
Where else can you go?
Well, it is what it is, my friend. But you know, we'll you know, of course, we'll build from this. We'll go to next year.
And
look,
we do
it's a tricky time of the year to assemble a group of 23. And
we do have a
for the Kings boys, I'm very
substitution
proud.
for UCL number 16, Vincent Ledanye.
And running onto the pitch, it's the Eton Mess, the Austrian war vet, the sibling of 42. It's Vincent Ledanye.
And we also do thank all Vince's 42 siblings for watching at home and tuning in with us tonight.
Vincent, otherwise known as the human Rubik's Cube. No one can quite crack him.
No one knows what he's doing. He's done some missionary work in Kenya. He's worked for the army in Austria. He's doing God's work. He's doing the world's work.
Eyes on number 16.
Obviously, also all our Eton fans. There is your hero, number 16. Proudly supporting his boarding school. Representing the crest so well, as he always does.
UCL with the line out. Long line out. Taken nicely by Snell.
What
great
a
hit from
tackle.
Kings. Archie Morris with the ball. Nick showing the feet. Bounces off one Kings defender. Takes 2.
It's finally brought down by Kings.
Archie Morris. Cockman. Good rocking over. Cameron Schick screaming for the ball. Takes it hard. Bounces off one Kings defender. Over. Snell takes the ball well. Met by Kings defenders. Stratford spotting the line. He's through. Taken by Jack Breen. Amazing offload.
On the left wing. Kings stop it just short of the try line. On the Kings 5 now, UCL.
Can't really see what's going on over there. I believe Kings have turned over the ball. Seems to be the case. UCL are in our element when we're defending, though. It's what we've been working on all year.
UCL come away with the ball now.
Passing it to Tom.
UCL
doesn't
on the
want
Kings
it.
5.
Snell.
Oh, what?
Taken
Good spin
hard.
move. Good layoff.
Taken hard by Ed Cockman.
UCL looking for one final try. Right
Come.
on the try.
Oh, beautiful
Oh, they seem
try.
to have
It's a
got
forward
it.
try. That
the
try was
dying
created
seconds
by
of
the
the game.
forwards. And it goes without saying this game was won by the forwards, but the tries were scored by the backs.
Further commiserations for Kings though. As UCL get a final try, it surely must be now. Dying seconds of the game.
Kings have showed heart throughout. I'm not sure if that was the last play.
No. We'll play to the end, but I'd say we must be near the end.
Shout out to Emil Ali saying hi to me from the bench.
Holding an ice pack over his knee, a true warrior. Representation of UCL Rugby. UCL's fullback with another conversion. I believe he's made 3 of 5 or 3 of 6.
You're asking the wrong person, mate. I believe he's made that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he made that. He converted that. He converted that.
The conversion.
Come on, Kings. Let's go, Kings.
UCL now leading 49-7.
UCL to receive. Come on, UC!
Kings back with the kick.
1 minute left.
What a kick from Paddy.
Vincent Landini eyeing up the ball.
The Eton Mess himself with the ball in his hands. Oh, he passes it to Tom Petty.
Looking forward to next year. Our line-out is something we hope to work on. God knows what this team could do if we sorted that out. God knows. Oh, great strength from
there.
Snell to run up to the line and compete for that ball. Taken by Kings. Number 14 back on, Andre Williams.
Great line.
Also doubles as a semi-professional footballer and a winger. Good comms. Kings secure the ball. Number 9.
that
Run.
was a
Great
run by
line.
King.
Woodfine! He goes round the lot of them! Woodfine for the line!
Oh,
What a line from Woody!
Tackle
Here
at the
goes
5.
Kings. Mikey Boyd looks for the line. Just short. Kings clear over. They
Creeping
look for a
goes
quick
on.
ball.
Come on, Kings.
It's gone backwards, says the referee. Look wide. It's Ben Watson.
Come on.
Is that...
Does he make it?
Oh, it's
what
a
a
shot.
tackle.
Get with him, Kings.
What's the tackle there by UCL to stop the try, surely? Oh!
That was such a good line.
What a run there by the Kings player. Breaks the UCL line.
Henry
open.
Woodfine. I like to call him Henry Goodline. What an absolute line from Henry Woodfine.
Beautiful. UCL had no response. Everyone was tracking back. Great defense in the end by the UCL to stop the try.
That was Andre Williams and Ire Jibde with the tackle to stop that try. Covering tackle. Any children watching could learn a thing or two. Obviously, we are a family show. Kick from... Well taken by Andre Williams. Well taken.
What can he do?
Out the back pass. Ire
Oh,
Jibde.
he's
He's
over on the
electric.
right.
He's
He's
electric.
over on the right.
A burst of
What
acceleration from
Ooh.
Ire on the wing. Taken into touch. Oh.
And they run into the UCL bench.
Well done by Andre Williams to secure that ball.
Great final minutes.
And that is the game for UCL. It's
Full
euphoria
time.
here at Richmond Stadium.
And that is it from our men's rugby final here with UCL on their road to redemption, coming through.
Mate, thank you, Tom, for the commentary. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, lads. Thank you, lads.
Commiserations for KCL here after a hearty performance.
What a game to watch.
They
lads.
couldn't quite make it on the night. With this result, it takes us up to an 8-5 victory for UCL going into their last day. Only one more win for the final victory. Thank you, of course, to Tom and Mitt for joining us in the commentary box, and thank you for watching wherever you are. Tensions aside, it's a pleasure to be here watching live sport in the flesh. Join us tomorrow on the stream for the men's and women's football here from 5:30 and an intense final day. Amit, any last words?
You know, it's been a tough few years for UCL, what with COVID, the disaffiliation and whatnot, and these boys have shown so much heart, grit and strength to, you know, get out here and show London what we're made of. You know, I couldn't be prouder of these boys and looking forward to what the freshers and the future can bring.
Absolutely, and with these final hugs, it's been an amazing day. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.